So how are we doing here? Happy October. So it's Oktoberfest. We're at the end of the season, really, you might call it. I'd say the growing season. They're about to push up all the crops around here. All the soybeans are coming up. Let's see who all's here. I gotta have my glasses on today. Let's see, we've got Shannon McCord, Amber, Sean Jerome, Majestic, Thomas, Farm Dog, Joe McBride, Bill Crusson. Wow, Copper Kingdom, how you doing, buddy? Bill Betts, John Argent, Paul Hampton, Steel Horses. A lot of people here today. Wade Reynolds. If I didn't say it already, Majestic, Brown Soda, Jim Fletcher, Wanda Williams. A lot of people here today. And Deanne. Sharp Eye for Coins. Jeff Dunn. A bunch of people here. Hey, well, first thing I want to tell you is that yesterday I had my largest mail day ever. Had 82 packages go out of here. So, had a whole lot of stuff end up making its way out of my area. I feel really good because I got stuff out of here that has been here for a couple of months. The email to register to bid is coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. That right there, coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. There you go. Cuzzer us has it there. Yeah, my wife she's not feeling great. She's got some sort of I don't know, ear infection or something going on with her ears and neck area, and it's making her feel just really icky. So I've been taking care of her the past few days. But she ought to be fine. MS66, 1957, D over DRPM number 13, 1DO15, 1MM13 from Annex. Well, here you go, Jim. Top Pop coin. Very nice. Very, very nice. Don't know what means, Jim? I appreciate it, folks. Yeah, my wife is, she's generally a pretty healthy person. Yeah, she's been down for a few days, doesn't help much. She just doesn't feel well. It's just basically it. She's just crampy, crabby, and doesn't feel good. And neither one of us can really figure out exactly what it is, but we wish we could. So does everybody have their beverage of choice for the evening? Everybody's ready to go? Yeah, we're settled down. We're settled down to a certain extent. I mean, we're unpacked. Let's put it that way. I don't think that we have really made our comfort zone nest yet, but we're doing okay. I appreciate you asking. Joe, there you go. Joe's got it right. He's hammered already. You got a wobble pop? There we go. Hello, Jeremy. All right, folks. Well, I wanted to get started by showing you guys a picture of the packages I just mailed out. And I have left myself in a position where I don't know exactly where that picture ended up. Because I looked for it for a little while this afternoon and I couldn't find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up one of my discussions on Facebook to be able to show you. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, I think I put it in, I'm pretty sure I put it in Coppercoins the other day. A lot of you probably already seen this, but I think it's a just a huge accomplishment that I was able to get all of those reveal coins done. I got them all finished. I got them all put together. I got everything done for them, and I got them in packages, and I got them out the door. Sharp Eye for Coins, wanting to be, registered to bid tonight? Is that right? I have to have an email address that I can send. Yeah, I know it's in our PM, Chris. Let's see. I know I posted it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll find it and I'll bring it up and I'll show you guys. I thought I posted it in here. I guess maybe not. I don't know. Lately, I've found myself second guessing and triple guessing what I've been doing, but it's mostly because I'm really busy. I don't know why I'm so busy. Oh my gosh, I just make myself really busy about all kinds of things. Let me go ahead and bring up our conversation then, Chris, and I will show you there. Now, let me do this. Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. There you go. Take a look at that. That's all the mail that went out yesterday. Monday. Got 3 medium flat rate boxes there. I ended up with 5 medium flat rate boxes. I didn't get them all in this picture. There's a lot of mail there. 82 packages total. Packages or envelopes. Went out to pretty much everyone who has bought pretty much anything from me over the last year or so. So if you're here and you've made purchases at least since June, you're going to end up with something in the mail. So yeah, that was let's say interesting. Very interesting week I had. Here's another picture of it. This is as I was going through and working on putting everything in order one way or another. Wanda, yours went out registered mail today. So it won't be there for a little while yet, but it's going registered mail because of its value. Yes, Sherman helped a lot. So he included a little bit of free hair in some of your packages. If you get free dog hair, don't complain. It is free. You don't have to worry about trying to return it. Don't worry about trying to pay for it. That's how that works anyway, right? Yeah, I'm probably going to have to look into hiring somebody. And I really don't want to do that because then that just kind of leaves me open, leaves me vulnerable because I'm really the only one who has access to all of my stuff. But you understand. I'm sure you understand. Let me bring up some auction items. Let's do some auctioning for a little while. Has everybody got their drink? I've got my drink of choice. It's in my old Steelers cup. My new Steelers cup is in the cabinet. The one that the kids got me for Christmas this past season. But this one's the one my wife bought this one for me years ago, and it's got my name on it. Wanda's not ready. How come Wanda's not ready? Hey, Coin Dragon, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Yo Man. That's right, Yo Man. You can clone Sherman if you want to. If you figure out how to do it and you get a nice dog, I want one because, well, Sherman's not going to last forever. Anyway. Yes, Kelly, I will be selling some reveal coins tonight. They're going to come at the end of the broadcast. I've got 4 rolls. Oh, and that's something else I need to bring up. I've got a 1952D roll that I owe everyone who was in the 52D roll for last week because we got a sucky roll. And I also have the 1959D roll from this past week. It's going to be reveal number 205. Those I'm going to fit in with this week, so we're going to actually do 6 reveals this week. Just so you guys know. I had a couple of different days where I was going to do reveals and ended up in the urgent care clinic with my wife getting headache shots, and that didn't do every bit of good that it should. Hello, Josh. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring up a couple of items. We'll get through some of these items. Do we have... I kind of wonder, is Jessica here? If Jessica's not here, Amber's going to take over? Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you, Amber. So we've got a 1920 Lincoln cent here. This 1920 Lincoln cent is uncirculated. It's a pretty nice looking coin, especially for a $9 start. I mean, seriously. Oh, yeah, and by the way, that crawler is wrong. I'm going to have to change the crawler. Now I'll change it while we get the bidding going. So we got a $10 bid on this 1920p Lincoln cent. Now 12, now 15. Bill Crescent bids $15 on it. And we got a $15 bid from Bill Crescent. Do I hear anything higher? $15 bid, now looking for a bid of 16. Got a bid of 16 from Andrew. And now an $18 bid from Bill Crescent. Hello, Andrew Snowville. I've never asked you how to pronounce your name. Is it A or B? A would be Snowville, and then B would be Snowvell. I've always wondered that, and I just didn't happen to ask you. Snowvell. Okay. Well, sounds good. I'm getting this list fixed right here. There we go. Okay. Now the dates are right. 47D, 70S, 55P, and a 45P. Sean Jerome is 62 to 63 brown. So we got Bill Crescent at $18. Anybody else want to bid any higher than $18? Looking for a bid of 18.5, 18.5, 19. Anybody 18.5, 19? No 18.5, 19. We'll still go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent at 18. $18 now, going once to Bill Crescent. Going once to Bill Crescent, $18. Looking for a bid of 18.5. Anybody with a bid of 18.5? No bid of 18.5. Now going twice to Bill Crescent at $18. All in all done, folks. So your final chance here. Got Yo Man at 19. Yo Man, $19. Now looking for a bid of 20. Got a bid of 19 now, looking for a bid of 20. Anybody with a bid of 20? Now Bill Crescent with a bid of 20. Bill Crescent's bid of 20. Got a bid of 20 now, looking for a bid of 21. Anybody with a bid of 21? No bid of 21. Anybody with a bid of 21? Yo Man goes 21 now. Need a bid of 22. Got a bid of 21 now, looking for a bid of 22. Got a very sharp strike on this, actually. It's a very sharp strike. Thank you, Coin Dragon. Got Bill Crescent now at 25. 25 now, looking for a bid of 26. Got a bid of 25. Looking for a bid of 26. Anybody with a bid of 26? Techstar, hey, how you doing, buddy? Yo Man says he's out, so we're going to go ahead and start counting down now to Bill Crescent. Bill Crescent at $25, now going once. Going to be going once to Bill Crescent at $25, very soon going twice, and then we're going to do a final call. Had to go on twice now to Bill Crescent at $25. Going twice at $25, all in all done, folks. And we are sold now. Sold now to Bill Crescent at $25. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it, sir. And to everyone else who bid this evening, I appreciate it. And let's go ahead on to the next item. If I set it up, I didn't set it up. Let me set it up here real quick. I always forget something. I need to make myself a checklist. I keep saying that and I keep forgetting. Maybe I should make a checklist to make a checklist. Maybe that's what I need to do. It doesn't take long to take care of this, but I have to actually, every single time I do this, I have to actually tell it what buttons I'm going to hit to go to the next slide. Every single time. Oh, here's lot 2. It's a 1933D. Everybody knows, who knows Lincoln cents really well. If you're going to get a bag of Lincoln cents, you're going to get a bag. It's going to go back to about 1934, because anything 1933 on back is considered an early Lincoln. The 1930s, going back to 1933, we're talking about tough to get stuff, especially the D-mints. And then, of course, with 31, you got the 31S. So we got Andy with a $30 bid. Now Bill Crescent comes back at 40. Got a $40 bid now with Bill Crescent. Now these coins can be very difficult to find. This one does have red on it. It is original color. And we got a $40 bid now with Bill Crescent. Got a $40 bid now, looking for a bid of 41. Current bid is 40. Now Andy bids 41. Andy with a bid of 41, looking for a bid of 42. Anybody with a bid of 42? No bid of 42 out there. Got a bid of 41, looking for a bid of 42. Why is it that I can do this really fast when I'm alone in my car, but when I'm here on camera, I can't seem to do it quite as fast? Got Bill Crescent with a $45 bid. I'm actually trying to sound like a real auctioneer. I mean, one of these days I'll actually have it practice up to a point where I can do it really well. Stage fright. Yeah, that's it, stage fright. I got a lot of stage fright. Bill Crescent at $45 now. We got $45 bid. And Andy says he's out. Ugh. Over prepping in the car. That's right. That doesn't sound right, Wanda, no matter how you say it. All right, got Bill Crescent with a $45 bid, looking for a bid of 46. Is there anybody out there with a bid of 46? Yeah, there are just so many ways of wrong. I can't even make it sound right. The bid of 46, no bid of 46. We're going to go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent. Bill Crescent at $45. We're going to be going once now to Bill Crescent at $45. I do appreciate the vote of confidence, though. Thank you, Andy. We're going to be going twice now to Bill Crescent at $45. Looking for a bid of 46. Need anybody's bid of 46 out there? Last and final call, folks. All in, all done. Now we're going to be sold to Bill Crescent at $45. Bill Crescent's walking away with everything in this auction so far, which I suppose that's fine. I mean, if you guys want to watch him walk away with all these bargains, how about this guy? 1909S Lincoln Cent. It's 1909S Lincoln Cent. This one's a nice, I'd say a lower grade, very fine coin. We're going to start this off at $79. Anybody want to give me a start at $79 on this nice 1909S Lincoln Cent? 1909S, we got Andy at 80. Andy starts us off with $80, looking for an $85 bid. Got an $80 bid now, looking for 85. Anybody 85? So I think we're looking at probably about $130, $140 worth of coin here. We got a $90 bid now from Thomas. T2 bids $90. $90 now, looking for a bid of 95. Got a bid of 90 now, looking for a bid of 95. Anybody with a bid of 95? Got Copper Kingdom. Hello, Copper Kingdom. Bids $95. $95 now, looking for a bid of 100. Even 100. Anybody with a bid of 100? And Chuck Patillo. Hey, Chuck, how you doing, buddy? Got a bid of 100 now. Now we're on $10 increments, so we got to go up to 110. We got a $100 bid now, looking for 110. $100 bid now, looking for 110. Anybody bid 110? Sorry, Tom, I say $10 increments at this point. 1909 VDB Philadelphia, in this same condition, what it's worth, it would be worth about $7, maybe $8. Got Thomas at 120. Got a $120 bid now, looking for 130. 120 now, looking for 130. Anybody 130? Mostly has to do with repeating catchwords and phrases. Okay. Oh, Copper Kingdom's at 130 now. I've been making it up on my own. I didn't know there was actually something you're supposed to be saying. Got a 130 bid, now looking for a bid of 140. Yes, it is, Shantanu. It's a very serious night. I'm getting out all the big guns. You guys are going to see my cannons. Got a 130 bid, now looking for 140. Alligator. They say alligator a lot. Alligator, alligator, alligator. Oh, Trapper Man. Alligator, alligator. Alligator 130. Alligator 130, looking for alligator 140. I don't know how alligator works into that. Hey, Coin Junkie. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Copper Kingdom. We're going to be going once now to Copper Kingdom. Going once now to Copper Kingdom at 130. No, not yet, Trapper Man. We're going twice now. Copper Kingdom at 130. $130 is a current bid, looking for a bid of 140. We're going twice now. 130 looking for 140. Anybody with a 140 bid? You just got word, did you? Trapper Man, are you already registered with us? If you're not already registered with us, we'll need to get you registered before you can bid. That way we will know exactly where we're going when it comes time to bill you for what you win. We're sold to Copper Key number 130. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. I'm sure that you'll enjoy this little guy right here. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk with you about with regard to these coins is every time we do these reveals, we end up with plate coins. Most of the time, when we do the reveals, we end up with plate coins. This is a plate coin right here. Specifically, it's a coin that, I don't know why this stupid thing won't focus. Hello? Ugh. I hate my camera. Anyway, well, it's not in focus, but you can see that this is a plate coin. Plate coins generally will carry just a little bit of extra clout simply because it is the coin that was photographed for the reference. And can't check the email on this. Okay. Let me go and check and see. Hang on just a second. Let me bring up the email real quick. That way I can be sure that we've got any emails that are going to be coming in. I'll actually be able to see them. Let's see here. I don't have anything on my personal email. Let me check the other account. And here we go. Do I have anything that has come in since the last time it was checked? I do have. Doug Walters in here? I remember Doug Walters. Received an email from him. Doug Walters is... Let's see. No. No other... Oh, wait a minute. I got Josh. I've got you registered. And... that's about it. Trapperman. Here, let me type it out for you real quick. It's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. You just send us an email. Give us your real name, your YouTube screen name, and your email address that you use for PayPal, and we'll get you registered right away. We can't accept other forms of payment. Hello, Brian. How you doing, buddy? I sent you a nice size package. You got a big package in the group. PayPal is the only form of payment that we currently accept unless I make special arrangements with you otherwise. And I prefer not to make special arrangements if I don't have to, because it really slows the whole process down, and being one person with a process like this yeah, it's kind of tough. The stuff you've been through at PayPal. Oh, man. I tell you what. Did you ever get that stone out of your leg, Brian? That was horrible. I've never seen anyone be able to throw a stone with anything fast enough that it actually embeds itself inside your leg. If you guys aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, Brian Pruitt posted a live where he was actually going to dig this stuff out of his leg. It was a couple of stones that he got caught in his leg. He had to end the video because he was going to pass out. I probably wouldn't have made it as far as he did. Stripe is another option. Did you get it out yourself, Brian, or did you end up having to go to the hospital? Should see the pictures when I saw the film. I mean, I saw you live. That was horrible. All right, Trapper Man, I got you. Got you, buddy. So Trapper Man is officially registered to bid. Let me go ahead and add him as moderator. So we've got Trapper Man added as a moderator. He should be blue now with a wrench. Doug Walters, I'm going to go ahead and moderate you, sir, and get you added in. Glad to see you, buddy. I know that You were a customer of mine back when I was selling on Facebook, and I have since quit selling on Facebook, and I didn't necessarily drag many people over with me. I wish I had, but I'm glad you're here now. Yo, man. Yeah, I should probably do that. It kind of depends, because I've got a lot of coins here that are above $50. Generally, what I do for the first time you're going to make bids in my auction, I have a $50 limit, and I think with Doug Walters, it's not his first time. It would be his first time on this show, but I've known Mr. Walters for years, so that's not a problem. And with Trapper Man, I think I can. And there's Go Wi-Fi. Holy moly! I haven't seen you in a long time, buddy. And with Trapper Man, I think I will forego that first time bidder thing, because I know that there are a lot of people here who do know Trapper Man. And so I'm just trying to avoid something like what happened last month, where there was a bidder by the name of Laura who came in, bid a whole lot of things way beyond where realism should have gone, and ended up not paying, not responding, not anything. I ended up canceling the bids. I canceled the invoice that I sent to her, and haven't heard from her since. I'm pretty sure it was a troll of some sort who just signed up with that name to be signing up with a name. Bid up a whole lot of stuff, and then ended up just not passing anything. I ended up having to cancel the whole thing. I know it sucks because, this is my living, folks. This is what I do for a living. I don't have a job job. I don't go to work. This is my work, and I work very hard at it. And I do well, actually, I think. But it was a bad experience, and I'm just trying to keep from having that bad experience again. That's all. All right, folks. Well, let me get back into the slideshow here. Now, we've already sold this one. Let's go to the next coin and see what's on the next coin. Hey, take a look at this. It's a 1972 Ddo Number Three. If you guys are familiar, Ddo Number Three is one of the better double dies for 1972. And it's, I'm going to say, kind of cute looking. I like the way they look. I'm working on getting it up on screen so you guys can actually take a look at the coin as soon as I can get it. As soon as I can get it tuned in here. Got Jim Fletcher at 12, Diagram Soda at 13, Bill Cresson bids 20. Bill Cresson $20 bid. $20 bid is the current bid now. There we go. Okay, I've got it up on the screen. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring it up. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I've got it there. I can see that. Let me turn this off. There we go. Now you can see the coin. There it is right there. Let me go ahead and focus it in just a little bit better. You can see the doubling going all the way across, In God We Trust. This is a stage G, which means it's a very late stage. This particular coin, you can tell the stage G by the die scratches between the 1-9 and the 9-7 and the date. So we got Bill Cresson at $20. Got a $20 bid now, looking for a bid of 21. Anybody with a bid of 21? Any bid out there at $21? Looking for a bid of 21. There's your doubling on In God We Trust. Hello, Hawkeye. You got a high bid of $20 now, looking for a bid of 21. No bids at 21. We can go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Cresson at $20. This is the actual coin. We're going once now to Bill Cresson at $20. I guess we're going to be going twice now to Bill Cresson at $20. Going twice to Bill Cresson at $20. All in, all done, folks. And we're sold to Bill Crescent at $20. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I am... My head is just not on straight. Let's see. What did I do? I need to turn that off. There we go. Hey, we're back. Alrighty there. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Alright. Let me move on to the next coin. Next one's going to be this 1924S, a beautiful 1924S Lincoln Cent in AU Plus. Got a lot of nice luster left on this coin. Got just a little bit of a flat spot on the jaw and the cheek and right above the ear. So this is going to take us down to a AU condition. Die Brown Soda bid 60, now Adam Connor at 65. Now Bill Crescent at 75. Got a $75 bid now looking for 80. $75 bid now looking for 80. Anybody $80? A $75 now, 80. Anybody 80? Hello, Robert Folk. Hope you're doing well this evening, my good sir. Chuck Patillo now for $80. Got an $80 bid now. Chuck Patillo's $80 now looking for 85. $80 bid now looking for 85. Anybody with an $85 bid? Bill Crescent, $85. Hello, Shantanu. Very beautiful coin. I do think so. Die Brown Soda try is 85. Now it needs 90. Hello, Hoop. Got Bill Crescent with $85 bid. $85 bid is the current bid. Now looking for a $90 bid. $85 bid now looking for a $90 bid. It is, isn't it? Look at the strike on this guy. Anybody knows that your S Mint Lincoln Cents in the 20s don't come out real sharp, usually. Sometimes they do, and when they do, it's actually a pretty big event. $90 bid now from Chuck Patillo. $90 bid now looking for a bid of 95. Got a bid of 90 now looking for 95. Anybody 95? Bill Crescent comes in at 100. Bill Crescent at 100 even. Got 100 even now, looking for a bid of 105. 110, I'm sorry, 110. Looking for 110. Got a $100 bid now, looking for 110. No bid of 110. Got a $100 bid now, going once to Bill Crescent at $100. Hang on a second, I need a drink. When they say you have to drink plenty of fluids, I certainly do. Thank you. Bill Crescent at $100, going once now, going twice now to Bill Crescent at $100. $100 bid now, looking for 110. Anybody with a bid of 110? No $110 bid. Looks like we're going twice now. Luscious chocolate coin. Luscious chocolate. It's so chocolatey and delicious. Looks like we're going to sell this one to Bill Crescent. Sold to Bill Crescent at $100. Sold at $100. I do appreciate it very much. I want to show you guys something that is just, well, I'm just going to say it. It's kick-ass. Okay? Really. Seriously. Let me get it brought up here real quick. You guys are going to see this, and it's going to flip you all the way over. I got to get it set up first, though. Hang on just a second. This is a live show. Sometimes in live shows, things do happen which are not necessarily planned the way they came out. Check this out. This is a beautiful, beautiful RPM. This is a cherry picker listed RPM. It's a 1959 D Lincoln Cent. This thing has some super toning on it. Have no idea exactly what happened to cause colors like this, but these are tremendous. Starting this one off at only $16, John Argent gives us a bid of 20. A bid of 20 from John Argent. Let me show you what this coin looks like. Take a look at that. That is this coin under my microscope right now here today. This is a 1959 D over D over D RPM number 1. It's FS 501. Shannon McCord, let's see, Andrew Snowvell. Try is a $25 bid, got a $25 bid. Now John Argent at $27. Now Mike Birchman at $30. Mike Birchman's bid at $30 is our high bid right now. Now 31, Jim Fletcher. Now 35 to Andrew Snowvell. 35 to Andy Snowvell, looking for a bid of 36. Got a bid of 35 now, looking for a bid of 36. Yeah, it does have it all. It's got a beautiful RPM. It's got beautiful color. We got Mike Birchman at $40. Shannon's out. Thank you, sir. Mike Birchman at $40, looking for a bid of 41. Got a bid of 40 now, looking for a bid of 41. Now Hawkeye at 45. Hawkeye's $45 bid is high. Look at the color that you can see just around the mint mark. I mean, look at all that color right there. And then when I back out, you start seeing the level of color all the way around this coin. This is just sitting under my scope, folks. Look at that. Got a $46 bid from Adam Chambers, now looking for a bid of 47. Got a bid of 46 now, looking for a bid of 47. Anybody with a bid of 47? And Hawkeye bids 47. A $47 bid from Hawkeye, now looking for a bid of 48. Now John Argent at 50. John Argent at 50, now looking for 55. Got a $50 bid, now looking for 55. Anybody with a bid of 55? You ever question whether or not your color is original? You look right here. On this particular coin, you can look right here. You got the answer to all your questions right here. You see how the color runs in stripes underneath the devices, underneath the N right there? And you see how the color runs in stripes, and the stripes are not affected by the actual devices themselves. It kind of runs through like it's part of the planchet. That's how you can tell when you've got color that is natural color. You got a $55 bid out of Hawkeye right now, looking for a $60 bid. Anybody with a $60 bid? You got a 55 now. 55 is the bid, looking for 60. No bid at 60. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Hawkeye, see if anybody else climbs out of the woodwork and starts a bid. It's a beautiful coin. I'll go back to the slideshow real quick. Show you what this looks like. Absolutely gorgeous coin on the obverse and the reverse. Well, thank you, Shantanu. I just want you guys to know that whatever I sell here I believe to be completely and totally genuine, every bit 100%. If you ever find out differently, just let me know. Anything I have said about what these coins are or are not, if you ever have any problem with them, you can return them for a full refund. "100% lifetime guarantee against any sort of manufacturer defect or flaw or anything that I did not mention." And gotta go Wi-Fi to $60 bid now. $60 now, looking for a bid of 65. Haven't seen you in a long time, Go Wi-Fi. You usually working on Tuesday evenings? Got a $60 bid from Go Wi-Fi now, looking for a bid of 65. Anybody with a bid of 65? I hate that. I'm thinking about actually kind of chopping up my evenings that I do this a little bit. Maybe doing Tuesdays and or Thursdays. So maybe I can do it during somebody's day off who was working one of the other days. So we got Hawkeye back with a $65 bid. $65 bid now, looking for a bid of 70. Got a bid of 65 now, looking for a bid of 70. And Go Wi-Fi bid 70. Now Wanda 75. Now Wanda 75. Wanda's bid 75. Now looking for a bid of 80. Got a $75 bid now, looking for a bid of 80. Anybody with a bid of 80? Wanda says, froze. Did you freeze up? Did your internet freeze up on you? What a bummer. You got a bird scent that looks like this from 1967? That's really cool. That's the 100th year. So that's the centennial coins. And they have a dove on the reverse of their 1967 cents. Those things change colors real well. I think they're 100% copper. I think that's why that happens. I'm not sure of that, but I think that's true. Isn't it the worst timing, Wanda? I knew that this would be a coin you'd be into. At least we lasted this long. You could come back, right? So I got Wanda with a bid of 75, looking for a bid of 80. Otherwise, we're going to count it down to Wanda at 75. 75 now going twice to Wanda. It's all in, all done, folks. Your last chance to get a bid in there. And done. We're sold to Wanda Williams at $75. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very, very much, folks. And let's see what I've got coming up next. There's 1909 S Vdb. 1909 S Vdb is the key of the Lincoln Cent series. This particular coin is a nice, very fine, upper end, very fine to near XF. The reverse is more of an XF. The obverse looks more of a VF. We've got a bid of 550 now. 550 Adam Connor's 550 bid. Now looking for a bid of 560 at $10 increments. 550 now looking for 560. Anybody 560? Got a $600 bid from Mike Birchman. $600 bid from Mike Birchman. 600 down looking for 610. 600 now looking for 610. 650 from Thomas Thomas. Got 650 from Thomas Thomas. Now looking for 660. 650 now looking for 660. Die Brown Sutter, you probably want to refresh. Trapper Man at 660. Mike Birchman comes in late at 660. Trapper Man's got the 660 bid. 660 bid now looking for 670. 660 now looking for 670. And Thomas Thomas at 670. Now Mike Birchman at 680. Mike Birchman at 680 now looking for a bid of 690. Anybody 690? At 680 bid now looking for 690. Anybody 690? Got Trapper Man at 700. 700 now. 710 from Adam Connors. 690 from Thomas Thomas. You're just a little late on that one, sir. Might want to refresh and see if you can get a little bit faster into it. Die Brown set a bid 725. 725 bid now looking for 735. 725 now looking for 735. Anybody 735? And Trapper Man is out. And Thomas Thomas comes in at 750. 750 now looking for a bid of 760. 750 looking for 760. Anybody 760? I do believe this one is die number 4. It is closer to XF. It probably is a market grade XF, but I'm going to stick it with the lower grade of VF because it's just got just enough flatness on the cheeks. There's just enough hits around on the obverse of this coin for me to call it a higher end VF, like a VF 35. Thomas Thomas at 750 now. 750 looking for a bid of 760. Got a bid of 750 now looking for 760. Anybody 760? I wish it were an XF. If it was an XF, it's probably an $850 coin, somewhere around in there. That is a little bit of crud on the coin. There underneath the Liberty, there is a little bit of crud on the coin. Got a bid of 750 now, looking for a bid of 760. Anybody bid of 760? Otherwise, we'll start counting it down to Thomas Thomas at 750. Got 760 from Adam Connor. 760 from Adam Connor, looking for a bid of 770. Anybody 770 now? 760 now, looking for 770. Anybody 770? I almost feel like I should have one of those big, thick glass blocks that you tap on the table like Christie's does. 770, Thomas Thomas, looking for a 780 bid. 770 now, looking for a 780 bid. Would I xylene something like this or no? Probably no on this particular one, Shannon. And the reason for that is that xylene will tend to try to make luster show where luster isn't present. And it does clean dirt off the coin, but you expect some dirt at this level. If you clean all the dirt off this coin, you may see scratches and other things that the dirt is actually helping to hide. So I would prefer to leave it the way it is rather than try to do anything to spruce it up, because sprucing up a coin that's in VFXF condition just may not work out well. So I prefer to leave these alone. Yeah, alcohol pads have a tendency to polish the coin, because the alcohol being rubbed over the coin, you end up with a shiny spot. And I don't like shiny spots on coins because then that shows that they've been wiped. I prefer to leave things as they are on coins like this, especially with a 484,000 mintage. You got a really low mintage coin here. You've got one of the most sought after coins in United States coins anyway. And given that this particular coin is so difficult as it is, you don't want to go messing it up, because there's a lot of them out there that are messed up. They are messed up. They've already been messed with. They've already been I don't know, kind of taken out of their realm. NCS could be a smart move with this. So Thomas at 770. Nobody 780. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to 770. Thomas at 770 going once now. I do like them in their natural state best. When it comes to coins like this are very difficult to obtain. They don't just walk up every day. Oddly enough, I will have carried 4 1909 S Vdbs within a month. Sometimes I only get 2 of them in an entire year. All right, so we're going to be going twice now. Hello, Arizona Coins. Going to be going twice now, too. Oh, we got a 780 bid with Adam Connor. 780 bid with Adam Connor. Now looking for a bid of 790. Got a bid of 780 now, looking for 790. Any 790 out there? Thomas, 790. We got a 780 bid. Looking for a 790 bid. Anybody bid a 790? 790. Thomas bid 790. Now looking for 800. 790 bid. Now looking for 800. Anybody 800? And we've got Adam Connor at 815. 815 now looking for 825. 815 looking for 825. Got 815 bid. 815 is the bid now looking for 825. And Thomas comes in at 845. 845 now looking for 855. And Adam is out. Thomas at 845. Since we only had 2 bidders, we'll go ahead and start counting it down now. Thomas at 845 going once. And we got Thomas at 845 now, going twice. Looking for a bit of 855. Anybody with a bit of 855 can jump in there. Bill, I actually do have 2 of them. There's one close to the end of the auction today. I've got 2 09S VDBs in today's auction. It's your final call for a bid. Anybody want to make a final bid? Final bid of 855. All in, all done, and we are sold to Thomas at 845. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate your bids to everybody this evening. Got 845. Now moving on to the next item. Next item. Take a look at this. It's a 1938S Lincoln Cent. Now, it's not all that unusual as a 1938S Lincoln Cent. Thank you, Jim Fletcher, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it very much. Hello, TNO, and Steve Patet, Josh Mangum, everybody here. Wow, there's a lot of people. Farm Dog. I want you guys to see this because this is really cool. You don't see these very often. I'm going to try to get this focused in really well, but this is a 1938S. It is an RPM number 3. Now, a lot of people know about the RPM number 2, the number 1, number 2, but this is RPM number 3. It's a little different from the others. See if I can get this. See if I can chew gum and walk at the same time. There we go. I've got it dialed in. It's a 1938S. Oh, Bill Cresson gives us a $50 bid to get us started on this. Got a $50 bid to get started. Thank you very much, sir. And let me take a look at this real quick. You see that little thing on the left-hand upper curve of the S? It's a little bit of a separation line with a split there. Nope, this one is actually a west. It's an S over S west. It looks kind of like RPM number 2, except it doesn't have the third S sticking out the left-hand edge. Nice little repunchment mark here. This is an MS66 red by PCGS. It is an upper grade coin to begin with. That makes this, as far as I know, makes this the condition census coin for this RPM. Now, you're not going to find this RPM listed with PCGS because they don't recognize it. It's a more minor RPM. Given that they don't recognize this RPM, then we're talking about an RPM that you're not going to see on the PCGS label. So it has to be someone like me who has found and cherry-picked this out of PCGS slabs. I left it in the slab for protection's sake, but this is what the slab actually looks like. It's a PCGS blue label, MS66 red, and it's a beautiful coin, nearly flawless on the reverse. Hello, Treasure Trolls, Michigan. And Party Pickle. Even the pickle has decided to grace me with his presence. Now I feel special as special gets. CVS, how you doing, buddy? So I got Go Wi-Fi with a $55 bid. Steve Patek comes in just a little bit late at 55. Bill Crescent comes back at 75. 75 now looking for a bit of 80. Anybody with a bit of 80? Steve Patek tries 60, but 80 is what we need. $75 bid now looking for a bit of 80. This is one of those coins that you only get a chance at once in a great while. There's plenty of 38S's out there that are PCGS 66 red, but very, very seldom will you get one from a person who knows exactly what they've got, and what they've got is RPM number 3. RPM number 1, RPM number 2 are not as difficult to find because more people know what they are, and they get them graded with the attribution. Well, the PCGS, you're not going to get an attribution on a RPM number 3, so this is what we get. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent at 75. Counting it down to Bill Crescent at 75. We're going to be going once now, $75. Going once, $75 to Bill Crescent. Now we got to go Wi-Fi at $80. $80 now. Series 14's Lincoln Cents. Series 14 coin 81. Series 14 is Lincoln Wheat Cents. Coin 81 is 1938S. Got an $85 bid now from Bill Crescent looking for 90. $85 bid now looking for 90. Anybody with a $90 bid? And Go Wi-Fi is out. We'll go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent at 85 now. $85 now going once to Bill Crescent. You're very welcome, Wade. $85 now going twice to Bill Crescent. All in all, yes, Anax will label this. And we got 90 to Wanda Williams. $90 bid to Wanda Williams now. And 95 to Bill Crescent. 90 to Wanda Williams now. 95 to Bill Crescent looking for a bid of 100. Anybody out there give me a bid of 100? Again, folks, that I know of, this is the condition census coin for this particular die variety, which means 1938S RPM number 3 is not known, to my knowledge, is not known in any holder greater than MS66 red. So we got one that came back at 100, now Bill Crescent at 110. Got a $110 bid now looking for a bid of 120. Got a 110 bid now looking for 120. Anybody 120? No bid 120. We got a 110 bid now looking for 120. We're going to be going once to Bill Crescent at 110. Going once to Bill Crescent at 110. Wanda says out. Take it, Bill. Going twice now to Bill Crescent at 110. That's right. Top pop. Even though this one's not attributed in the label because PCGS doesn't recognize these, it is the highest MS66 red, the highest grade RPM number 3 I know of. So we're sold to Bill Crescent at 110. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much for your bid. Alrighty then. Going to move on to the next item. Now here's one. This is a 1909S. It is a regular 1909S Lincoln Cent. This 1909S Lincoln Cent happens to have... Now we always look for something that definitely tells you you've got the right coin. Well, this one definitely tells us that we've got the right coin in the sense that it is RPM number 2. RPM number 2 is the S over horizontal S, and I'm getting ready to show it to you here real quick. So we got a $75 bid from Adam Connor. $75 bid gets us started. It's a slightly rough coin, a little porous, but I'm going to show it to you anyhow. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Show this to you, get it focused in just a little bit better. You can see right up here. Can you guys see my cursor here? Right up here, you can see part of the curve, the lower curve. This is the lower serif. This is the lower curve, and then it comes around this way. So you've got a lazy S. And that proves that this one is an actual real 1909 S, because this die is pretty well known. It's in the books at a little bit higher value than the 09S regular. I started this one off at a pretty low start. Adam Connor came in at $75 and Die Brown Soda at $80. Got Die Brown Soda at $80, $80 bid. Looking for an $85 bid. Got an $88 bid looking for $85. Anybody with an $85 bid? Look around just a little bit. I mean, this coin has seen its day. You call it roughly a fine condition coin. Very good to fine condition coin. It's a little porous. I think I had it priced at a very good, if not even less than a very good. $80 bid now with Die Brown Soda. $80 bid now looking for a bid of 85. Anybody with a bid of 85? Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Die Brown Soda at $80. We got some real hitter coins to get to eventually. Porous, possibly dug. Porous basically meaning there's a bunch of little pits all over the surface of the coin. Little pits could mean that there could be a lot of acidic dirt cleaned off of it, so it could have been dug out of the ground. Never know. Don't know exactly where it's been, but all I do know is it has not been extremely well taken care of over the years. We're going twice now. Die Brown Soda at $80, looking for a bid of 85. It is still nice. I mean, it is a key date coin for the Lincoln Cent series. It's also an RPM. And we're sold to Die Brown Soda at $80. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. And thanks to everyone who bid this evening. And let's take a look at the next coin up for bids. How about that? 1925D. 1925D is not one of the easier coins to find in the early part of the set. In fact, all of the mint-marked coins in the 20s are difficult to get. They're much more difficult to get when you get them in higher grade like this. Let's start this one off at $39. See if anybody wants this at $39. See if we get a $39 bid. This will be good for anybody's higher grade book. Anybody doing an XF to AU book, very nice. Wanda Williams at $40. Now Bill Crescent follows up at $40. Now Bill Crescent comes back at $50. Now Bill Crescent at $50. $50 is the bid, looking for a bid of 55. Got a bid of 50 now, looking for a bid of 55. Anybody with a bid of 55? And Wanda bid 60. Got a bid of 60 now, looking for a bid of 65. And Bill comes in at 70. Bill's bid of 70 is a high bid, now looking for a bid of 75. Got a bid of 70 now, looking for a bid of 75. Anybody with a bid of 75? $70 bid now, looking for a bid of 75. 75, Wanda Williams. 75 now, looking for a bid of 80. $75 bid now, looking for a bid of 80. And Bill Crescent bids 8p, which I'm going to assume is 80 because it's only one key off of the 0. There we go, a bid of 80. We all have typos. My fingers are dyslexic most of the time. I know exactly what I'm trying to type. I know exactly what I'm trying to tell you, but my fingers tend not to know, and my fingers tend to like to touch the wrong buttons. That's right. All my life I've had that problem, my fingers trying to touch the wrong buttons, right? Got Wanda came back with an $85 bid. Now Bill Crescent comes back at $90. Got a $90 bid. Now looking for $95. Don't you hate it when that happens? Absolutely. It's especially when, like when I was in the military and I was typing something, you know, prepared for duty and came on time for his shift. And then I accidentally leave out the F key in the word shift. Done that before. Type and ease. There we go. We've got type and ease. Wanda Williams at a $95 bid. $95 bid. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Wanda Williams. See if anybody else comes in for a bid. Wanda at 95 going once. Yeah, Wade, you push everyone's buttons. I tend to always press the wrong ones. Taiwanese. I'm going to have to put that one in my repertoire. I have to come to you for lessons, Coin Dragon. Got Wenda Williams now going twice at 95. Going twice at 95. All in, all done. That's your final call for a bid. And Bill comes in at 100. Now looking for a bid of 110. Got a bid of 100 now looking for 110. Anybody bid of 110? Got 100. Anybody at 110? I think Coin Dragon's feeling rather ornery. Wanda says, nope, out. So, Bill Crescen's $100 bid is our high bid. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent. Now we're going once to Bill Crescent. Bill Crescent at $100. Bill Crescent at $100. Going twice now. Going twice to Bill Crescent at $100. Now, we're sold to Bill Crescent at $100. I do appreciate it. Thank you, and thank Wanda for bidding for both of you. We have another coin coming up here. Another good one. Check this out. 1971 Double Die Obverse. These things are rare to begin with. And second, they're also rare when you get them in better condition. The condition on this coin is MS65 red. They don't come a lot nicer than this. This is pretty much it. Chase Carlisle, $5.95. Thank you, sir. Got a $5.95 bid. Now looking for $6.10. $6.05. I'm sorry. Whatever's $10 above $5.95. My head doesn't work right. Chase Carlisle, $5.95. Looking for a bid of $6.05. Got $5.95. Looking for a bid of $6.05. Let's take a look at this coin. Isn't that cute? You say, wow, how nice is that? It has doubling all over, but this is just the doubling I'm going to show you for right now. I'm pretty much at the limit of my microscope being able to go up and down without actually doing some hand adjusting to it. So, giving an attitude adjustment, but you take a look around, you can see that there's doubling all over the coin. There's even doubling in the date area. You can't see it as well because of the type of doubling this is. But there's doubling in this date area too, right there. Got Chase Carlisle with a $5.95 bid. Now looking for a bid of $6.05. $5.95 looking for a bid of $6.05. Anybody want a bid of $6.05? $6.05 or higher. Only 36 of these ever graded at PCGS, and I have owned 2 of them at the same time, actually. I've owned 2 of them in 65 red at the same time. I sold one of them for $790 about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. Shantanu Singh, $4.99. Super chat. Thank you very much, Shantanu. All right, folks, let's go ahead and start counting it down. I'm going to go ahead and start counting it down to Chase Carlisle. Nobody else has come back with another bid. We got a $5.95 bid, $5.95 opening bid, looking for $6.05. We're going once now to Chase Carlisle. Going once now. I almost hate to see this coin go. And we're going to be going twice now. Going twice to Chase Carlisle, $5.95. Going twice to Chase Carlisle, $5.95. I'm sorry, not $9.95. It'd be nice if it was $9.95. But we're doing $5.95, looking for a bid of $6.05. No bid of $6.05. All in, all done, folks. And we're sold. Sold to Chase Carlisle, $5.95. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much for your bid. I appreciate it. This is an awesome double die. You will not regret this purchase. This is a very nice coin. Very, very nicely done. Thank you very much. All right, let me move on to the next one. You guys say we look at another one now. How about this? 1995 Double Die Obverse. This is the big 1995 Double Die Obverse. This one's graded MS66 red by PCI. Company is no longer in business. This coin is, I'm going to tell you, at least a 67 in condition. It's a very nice coin. Very high grade coin. Got a $60 bid from Die Brown Soda and then $100 from Bill Cresson. Got a $100 bid from Bill Cresson. Looking for a bit of 110 now. Got a bit of 100 now, looking for a bit of 110. $100 bid now, looking for 110. Anybody with a bid of 110? You have one of these, Amber? I had a bunch of them, and I just decided, you know, what is the point in holding on to all these? I need to start getting some of this stuff out there so that people can actually enjoy it. I got one in the safe. It's a PCGS MS68 red. So that's my heavy hitter. So Copper Kingdom at 110. Got a 110 bid now, looking for 120. Hoops got one too? So a lot of people have one of these. I found 3 or 4 of them in circulation over the years. Not like this, though. I mean, not in this kind of condition. And we got Bill Cresson back with a 120 bid. You got a 120 bid now, looking for a bid of 130. Got a bid of 120 now, looking for a bid of 130. The reason I got this coin, the reason I bought this coin in this holder, in this condition, was because this is one of the earlier die state examples. So the doubling on this is razor sharp. Very, very crisp, very razor sharp doubling. Getting ready to tip you up a little picture of it here real quick so we can take a look at it. Here we go. Got a 130 bid from Copper Kingdom now. 130 now, 150 to Bill Cresson. 130 to Copper Kingdom now, 150 to Bill Cresson. See how sharp that is? That's just really cool. Very, very cool looking coin. Not easy to get these slabs to show up really well under a microscope. I'm doing the best I can with it. But you can see we got a little bit of split plating on there. That's from an extremely strong strike. Try saying that 3 times real fast. Extremely strong strike. When you get up to stage C, it has a big die crack right behind the ear. This one does not have that. Also, in the earlier stages, you start getting little die breaks inside the 9 of the date. You got a little tiny thing, little fleck mark on the inside of the first 9 of the date. And that thing on the outside of the 5 is not part of the doubling on the coin, but this is part of the doubling on the coin, along with the only spot that I can find on the obverse of the coin. And I came back with a 160 bid from Copper Kingdom, now 180 from Bill Cresson. Got a $180 bid from Bill Cresson, looking for a bid of 190. Time Travelers Coin Exchange. How you doing this evening, sir? I appreciate the compliment on my focuses. Very, very nice coin here. I really like it. Especially since we got some minor little scratching on the surface of the slab. I don't know why I couldn't say that a little bit faster. Okay, so Copper Kingdom is out now. We got Bill Cresson at 180, $180 bid. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Cresson at 180. See if anybody else pops out of the woodwork to give us another bid. Got a $180 bid now, going once. Going once to Bill Cresson. Got a $180 bid. 180 now, going twice to Bill Cresson. All in, all done, folks. This is your final chance, final offer. Looking for a bid of 190. And we're sold to Bill Cresson at 180. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Let me bring up my slideshow first. There we go. Take this out of here. Get this shut off. There we go. Move on. Moving right along. Check the Woody out on this. I know, Coin Dragon, you probably got a really nice 1924 Woody. But we're going to start this one off at $25. It is an uncirculated coin. It's missing a little bit of luster, but there is some pretty nice luster with this, and it does have Woody on the obverse and reverse. It's a beautiful coin. Start this off at $25. Alligator. Who gives me a $25 start? Go Wi-Fi, $25 start, looking for a $26 bid. $25 start, looking for a $26 bid. Anybody with a $26 bid? Yeah, look at the wheat lines on this. I mean, these things, you could basically do a, I keep thinking of, you know, when you go to a graveyard and you put up paper on the stone and you rub it with charcoal, and how the lines in the gravestone show up really nicely in your charcoal rubbing. I keep thinking of that when I look at these ones with extremely nice strikes, extremely nice and extremely sharp strikes. Got Jim Fletcher with a $30 bid. Now Bill Creston at $35. Bill Creston $35 bid is our high bid right now. High bid right now, 35, looking for a bid of 36. I'm sorry. Yeah, looking for a bid of 36. Got a $35 bid, now looking for a bid of 36. You guys have got me confused with all these high bids. I keep thinking that I keep forgetting my increments. $35 bid, now looking for a bid of 36. Anybody with a bid of 36? Got a bid of 36 from Yo Man. How you doing, buddy? Yo Man, $36 bid, now looking for a bid of 37. 36 now, looking for a bid of 37. Anybody with a bid of 37? There are a couple of little spots down toward the bottom of the reverse. Adam Conn with a $40 bid. Acon's $40 bid, now looking for a bid of 41. Down there below the OV, you have a little carbon area. You got nothing on the obverse except maybe just that little tiny thing right next to the E of we. Just to the right of the E of we. Man, my photography, it's nicely detailed and everything, but man, it pulls out every single flaw in these coins. Man, these coins look so much better in hand than they do in the photos. The photos just show you everything. Got Yo Man with a $41 bid. Adam Connor at $40. Now Yo Man at $41. $41 bid now is our high bid. And we got Bill Creston at $45. Bill Creston's $45 bid. Icon came in just a little bit late at $42. Go Wi-Fi says he's out. So Bill Creston at $45 is our high bid, looking for a bid of $46. Got a current bid of $45. Now looking for a bid of $46. Anybody with a bid of $46? Got a bid of 45 now, looking for a bid of 46. Anybody with a bid of 46? Yo Man comes in with a bid of 46. Got a bid of 46 now. 46 now, looking for a bid of 47. 46 now, looking for a bid of 47. Anybody with a bid of 47? And we got a bid of 50 from Bill Creston. 50 from Bill Creston now, looking for a bid of 55. Got a bid of 50 now, looking for a bid of 55. Anybody with a bid of 55? Yo Man says, poo, out. Poo. Who, Pooh? Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, Yo Man is out. Bill Creston at $50 is our high bidder, looking for a bid of 55 now. Got a bid of 50 now, looking for a bid of 55. I know Yo Man's doing this in G fashion. I love his G fashion. Number of different things he could have said. Pooh is probably the nicest one. Bill Creston at $50. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Creston at $50. We got Bill Creston at $50 now going once. Bill Creston at $50 now going twice. It's your final and last call for a bid above $50. $55 bid we're looking for. Party Pickle, no. I've got your package off to you. I used the mailing address that you gave me in your email, so I appreciate it. So we're sold to Bill Creston at $50. That's what I needed it for. I had something that you did not bid on that I needed to send to you. It was a gift from someone else. And since I did not have an invoice attached to that item with your name on it, I needed your address so that I could handwrite it to get it shipped to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Creston. I appreciate it. I think you will enjoy this coin for sure. Let me go to the next one. Here we go. Here's our first 1914D offered this evening. 1914D key date coin here. It's a key date coin. This one's in a VG condition. At this point, Party Pickle, I don't think I remember, but it is on the little slip of paper that I included with the coin in your package. Somebody wanted to give, I think it was Joe McBride, if I'm not mistaken. He wanted to get it and give it to you. So we got Party Pickle starting off at $140 bid, $140 bid, now looking for a bid of $150, I'm sorry. $140 bid, now looking for a bid of $150. This is a 1914D. It is an original 1914D. I do believe this is die number 3 or 4. It doesn't have the die crack going down from the front of the vest, so I'm thinking it's probably die number 4. Can I show the nick on the reverse? Of course I can. Let's see. Let me find the coin here real quick. That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Let's go over to the cam that shows it all. It's a little dark. I get it lightened up a little bit. Yeah, this is the right coin. I just wanted to make sure I had the right coin in here. All right, and the nick on the reverse. Talking about that little guy right there. That's what it is. It's a little rim dig. Total transparency. There you go. Got Party Pickle at 140, now looking for a bid of 150. Anybody out there want to do a bid of 150 on this? Bid of 140, now looking for 150. Well, anything that doesn't happen to sell in this auction will come up again. Well, we have a 140 bid now. 140 bid now, looking for 150 for this coin right here. 1914D and VG, I'm sorry, VG. 1914D, everything is nice and sharp on this coin. Just has a lot of wear, and that's typically what a VG means. Hello, Brady. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Party Pickle at 140. We got 140 from Party Pickle going once now. Now 140 going once, looking for a bid of 150. 140 looking for a bid of 150. Anybody with a bid of 150? 140 now going twice to Party Pickle. 140 now going twice to Party Pickle. And we got a 150 from Deanne. Hello, Deanne. Got a $150 bid now, looking for a bid of 160. 150 now, looking for 160. Anybody with a bid of 160? I was starting to wonder about this. I mean, this thing's priced really low for its grade. 150 now, looking for 160. Anybody to 160? Die Brown Soda, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for stopping by this evening. Yeah, it is pretty low. I start these things off at a really good fair price. See if I can get somebody tickled with a really nice fair price. At least a chance at it, right? Got a bid of 150 now, looking for a bid of 160. 150 now, looking for 160. Anybody 160? There's 160, Bill Crescent. Bill Crescent at 160 now, looking for a bid of 170. Shantanu, go ahead and send me an email on that, cd@coppercoins.com, and we'll discuss it. That's my email address. Just send me an email real quick, and we'll talk about it through email. That's something I really don't want to interrupt the auction process for that. 160 bid, now looking for 170. Anybody with a 170 bid? 160's the bid. Looking for a 170. Anybody out there with 170? Otherwise, we'll just start counting it down to Bill Crescent. You got 160 now, going once. Going once now to Bill Crescent at 160. Steve, I can remember when $160 was a decently high price for a 1909 S Vdb. I can remember when they were $160 in very fine to XF condition. Going twice now. Going twice to Bill Crescent at $160. Deanne says she's out. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Going twice now to Bill Crescent at $160. And we're sold now to Bill Crescent at $160. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. You got yourself a bargain here. Very nice coin. Very, very nice coin. Let everybody look at it for just one more second. Then I'll move on to the next item. And the next item is this right here. Now, you've ever wanted a 70S small date for under 70S small date price? Here it is. This one's got a nice sticky fingerprint on the front of it. Larry dropped by for a visit. And Larry got his big fingerprint paw stuck all over. This looks like something that somebody did a little bit of fingerprint dusting on the outside of somebody's car. It's nice and black for your pleasure, but it is a red BU 1970S small date. It's a red BU 1970S small date Lincoln Cent. We're going to start this at $25. It's about half of a choice BU price. Hamburger. Now, it was Larry. Larry, the little fat kid. Every time I say Larry, the little fat kid, I'm thinking about like that little kid that was on the Willy, not Willy Wonka, but yeah, the Chocolate Factory movie, the one with what's his name, Johnny Depp. And remember the little German kid who liked to have chocolate, and his mother liked to have chocolate. Got his fingerprint on everything. Oh, it is a nice coin. Anybody want to give me a bid of $25? $25. Tim Morrell gives me $25. Now looking for a bid of $26. Got a bid of $25 now, looking for a bid of $26. Anybody with a bid of $26? Party pickle, stick around. There'll be another one come up for bid. Got two 14Ds this time around. There we go. Got a $25 bid, looking for a bid of $26. How to distinguish large from small. Well, I don't have a picture of a large date right now. But if you trace a line going across the top of the digits 1970, they're all equal to each other on a 1970S small date. On a large date, the 7 drops down below the level of the 19 and 0. The other thing is that on the small date, the 7 and the 0 have about an equal bottom. So the bottom of the digits are about equal with one another. On the large date, the 7 drops well down below the 0. So the 7 is basically a low digit in the 70S large date. Another thing is that the inside hook of the 9 on the small date is actually shaped like a fish hook. It's actually got a sharp point at the end of the 9 on the inside. And the large date is actually squared off like most other coins in the 70s. This is your small date right here. This is the one we're bidding on right now. The inside of the 9 right here comes to a point. It's kind of hard to see on this one because it has fingerprint right in the middle of it, but this comes to a point. The other thing is these two are level across the bottom and they're level across the top. So the 7 and the 0 are exactly level with one another. There's a few other things to look for, one of them being that Liberty is weak. But on the large dates, there's always a crease that runs right across here. And on the small dates, there's no crease there. Another thing is the 0 on the large date has a hump on the top of it. Hump right up here. And on the small date, it does not. Augustus Gloop. That's right. Bill Betts over there with Google looking it up. Augustus Gloop came in and put his chocolatey fingers all over. I like the fat little kid named Larry, but there might be somebody here named Larry. Not intending to offend anyone named Larry. It's just, I knew a fat little kid named Larry when I was a kid. He got his little fingers into everything. All right, $26 bid from Andrew Forbes. Andrew Forbes, a $26 bid. Now looking for a bid of $27. Anybody with a bid of $27 out there? Gotta speak up now. We're going once to Andrew Forbes at $26. $26 going once. Going to call a final call on this one pretty soon. I wish that big fingerprint had been on the reverse and not the obverse. If it had been on the reverse, it would have been a much better coin because you could put it in a penny folder and forget about the reverse. Going twice now to Andrew Forbes at $26. Going twice to Andrew Forbes at $26. It's going to be all in, all done, folks. Your final call, final chance to make a bid. We're sold to Andrew Forbes at $26. I do appreciate it, sir. And thank you very much. Oop, that is what I have messed up. I knew I'd messed up something. Couldn't quite find what it was that I had messed up. But there it is. We've got it all back now. I messed that up earlier. Hey, let's take a look at this. 1946. 1946 is one of those years where it's really, really difficult to find really high-grade coins. And I happened to find a few in a roll, and I got them graded, and they came back MS66. In fact, I got a couple of 67s out of the same roll. This being an MS66 coin means that it's a generally very high dollar coin. I think these generally sell for between $60 and $75. I got this one at $49. If this were a 67, it would be a $650 coin. So at a 66, it's a very affordable coin to add to your set. You got Bill Crescent in there with a $50 bid looking for a bid of $55. You got a $50 bid looking for a bid of $55. Anybody with a bid of $55? Alligator, alligator. Is it just the auctioneers from Florida who say alligator, alligator? Or is it supposed to be all of us say alligator, alligator? Yo Man Gull comes in with a bid of $55. Got a bid of $55 now. Bill Crescent at $60. Bill Crescent $60 bid now. Yo Man at $65. Yo Man at $65 looking for a bid of $70. Got a bid of $65 now looking for a bid of $70. Anybody with a bid of $70? Alligator, alligator. Bill bid $75. Bill bid $75 now looking for a bid of $80. Got a bid of $75. 75, need a bid of $70. 75, need a better bid of $80. Got a bid of $75, need a better bid of $80. Anybody with a better bid of $80? $80. $80 looking for it. No $80 bid. Yo Man's thinking about it. Sitting back there kind of figuring it out. Let me do the math this way. Let me do the math that way. Yo Man's done now. Never heard alligator? I hadn't either. Bill Crescent at $75. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent at $75. Alligator, alligator, onomatopoeia. Whew, yeah, you didn't think I'd be able to say that. Alligator, alligator, onomatopoeia. Alligator, alligator, onomatopoeia. Going twice now. Bill Crescent $75. $75 going twice, looking for a bid of $80. Going twice too. Bill Crescent $75, looking for a bid of $80. No bids of $80. All in, all done, folks. It's your final chance to get a bid in. We're going to be sold to Bill $75. Sold to Bill Crescent $75. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Move on to the next item. Check this out. This is a 1912S in PCGS AU55. It would be great and fine and wonderful if it were just a 1912S. Listen to me. I'm one of those knife salesmen now. It would be great, fine, and wonderful if this were just a 1912S and AU55. But, folks, no, not here. We do much better, much bigger. This is a 1912S, RPM number 1, S over S Northeast, as is evidenced by what I have cut for you right here. An image of this beautiful coin. Here it is for everyone to see. It's a beautiful PCGS coin starting it off at $140. You won't find them a whole lot better, folks. This is about as good as it comes. Got a $150 bid from Wanda Williams. Got $150 from Wanda Williams. Now looking for a bid of $160. Got a bid of $150. Now looking for a bid of $160. Bill Crescent at $160. Now looking for $170. $160 now looking for $170. Anybody with a bid of $170? Got a $160 now looking for $170. $175 from Wanda Williams. Got a $175 from Wanda Williams now looking for $185. 175, now looking for 185. 190 from Bill Cresson. 190 from Bill Cresson, now looking for 200. 190 bid, now looking for 200. Anybody 200? 210 from Wanda Williams. She really wants this one, Bill. 210 from Wanda Williams, now looking for 220. Anybody with a bid of 220? 230 from Bill Cresson. 230 from Bill Cresson, now looking for 240. 230, now looking for 240. Anybody with a 240 bid? Now Chuck Patillo, 250. Chuck Patillo, 250, now looking for 260. Got a 250 bid, now looking for 260. Anybody with a bid of 260? Got a 250 now, 300 from Bill Cresson. He's not playing around. He really wants this one. A $300 bid. $300 bid from Bill Cresson, looking for a bid of 310 now. 300 now, looking for a bid of 310. Anybody with a bid of 310? Here's your coin again. And Wanda says she is out. Sorry about that, Wanda. Bill Cresson at 300, now looking for a bid of 310. Anybody with a bid of 310 out there? 300, now looking for the 310. Anybody with a bid of 310? No bid of 310. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Cresson at 300. Start counting it down to Bill Cresson at 300. Going once now to Bill at 300. Wanda, email me after the auction's over. Going once now to Bill Cresson at 300. Looking for a bid of 310. Anybody got a bid of 310? Nobody with a bid of 310. Let's go ahead and do going twice now to Bill Cresson at 300. Going twice to Bill Cresson at 300. All in, all done, folks. This is your final call, final chance to make another bid. And we're sold to Bill Cresson at 300. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Would I happen to know off the top of my head how much it costs to send a slab coin back in for attribution? I don't know exactly, but I hear that the attribution fees are anywhere between $25 and $40. Then you have to pay shipping. Had to have it. Well, I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it very much. Congrats to Bill Cresson on this beautiful buy. Let me go ahead and move on to the next item. I think that's the answer. It's between $25 and $40 depending on the grader. Here's my next one. This is an NGC 1995 double die. This one's graded NGC MS67 red. This is an NGC MS67 red coin. I'll start this one off at $80. Anybody want to give me an $80 bid to start this off? $80 bid starts this off. I'm getting it under the scope right now so you guys can see it. This one's also a slightly earlier die state. It does not have the die crack behind the ear. The ear. Speaking of the ear. So as soon as I stuck it under here, I said ear, and here it is. I got the ear. Right away, Party Pickle gives us an $80 bid. $80 bid, now looking for $85. $80 bid, now looking for $85. This is an NGC MS67 red. There's your Liberty. Most of these coins, as they were struck, the plating, the copper plating on the outside of the coin would split just a little bit. And that's what you see on the outside edge of the L there. That happens actually very frequently with zinc cents from that era. Very beautiful double die here. This is a quintessential example of a double die. Very, very nice. I show it very often to people when we're talking about notching and people wanting to know, what do you mean when you say notching on a double die? Well, this double die will give you an example of notching that very few others will. If you look right over here, that's a notch. That right there is a notch. That right there is a notch. Even this up here is a notch. There's a huge notch right there. So you've got a notch where you've got the, if you look at the lowest level of the letter, you actually can trace around it and you end up tracing a notch just like that. Okay. Now this letter obviously lies over this letter, and you can see that the two of them are separated and split between. And that is one of your biggest differences between machine doubling and a hub double die. Hub double die is always going to show these notches, and machine doubling will not. Now, there are double dies that don't show the notches. One such double die would be a class 6 double die, would be a distended hub double. A distended hub double won't show the notching, whereas all of the other classes, to some extent or another, will. So there's your lesson on notching with a 1995 double die. Now this is a very, very beautiful example of a 1995 double die. We've got a bid of $80 on it right now, looking for a bid of $85. Got Bill Crescent with a bid of 90, now looking for a bid of 95. Got 90 now, looking for 95. Anybody with a bid of 95? $90 bid, now looking for 95. No bid of 95. Got a bid of 90 now, looking for a bid of 95. Anybody with a bid of 95 on this NGC graded MS67 red 1995 double die? Graded MS67 red. By NGC. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill at $90. Got a $90 bid from Bill going once now. Going once at $90. Maybe Bill will have a fire sale later. $90 bid going once now to Bill Crescent. A $90 bid now going twice to Bill Crescent. It's your final chance to make a bid. All in, all done, folks. Final call on this one. We're sold to Bill Crescent at $90. That is a heck of a deal, guy. Heck of a deal. Jim Fletcher claps. Everybody claps. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Love a peek at his collection. Yeah, me too sometimes, huh? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that one away. And let me move on to the next coin. Let's see. I'm going to take this down so you guys don't have to look at that anymore. And let's do this. How about that? A 1930S Lincoln Cent. This one's uncirculated. It does have just a little bit of the Woody effect going on the reverse. Now, what causes the Woody? I can tell you what causes the Woody. It's a very slight imperfection in the metallic composition of the planchet. And the planchet gets rolled out from a plug, basically a large briquette of copper. They roll them out into sheets, and then they punch them into blanks. Well, the sheets, as they're being rolled out, they stretch and stretch and stretch, and that's part of the linear process of what looks like slightly different colors. And so what we end up with here is a slightly different color that's been stretched out and pressed down. And then when the coin is struck, you get stripes on the coin. The stripes look almost like wood grain, so we call it Woody for short. Wood grain effect. So we call them a Woody. We got a $50 bid now from Wanda Williams. $50 bid from Wanda Williams, looking for a bid of 55. Anybody out there with a bid of 55? William Crescent, you are a beast, my friend. Got Wanda with a bid of 50 now, looking for a bid of 55. Anybody with a bid of 55? Wanda Williams with a bid of 50 now. Kind of brought bidding to a screeching halt. Let me do a countdown to Wanda Williams, see if anybody else wakes up out there. Got a bid of 50 now. Going once to Wanda Williams at a bid of 50. Yeah, she'd say gorgeous. I wonder what happened to her. She said she was going to be here this evening. Turns out she's not here. Going twice now to Wanda Williams. Going twice to Wanda Williams at $50. All in, all done, folks. Last chance, final call. Or kids had car trouble. Okay. She went fishing. Yeah. And sold to Wanda Williams. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me get the next coin out. Here's the next one. Here's a 1930D in a rather similar condition. Although this one is brown, it is circulated. This one does have a little bit of an AU. We're just going to start this at $4. We're going to get this at $4. We got all kinds of bids and all kinds of different budgets going here tonight. So I figured I would put something up there that people with a lower budget could bid on. Jim Fletcher bids $5 on this one. Got a bid of $5, looking for a bid of $5.50. $5 bid now, looking for $5.50. Anybody with a bid of $5.50? Adam Connor bid $7. Adam Connor at $7. Adam Connor $7 now, looking for a bid of $7.50. Anybody with a bid of $7.50 out there? No bid of $7.50. Anybody with a bid of $7.50 looking for a bid of $7.50? No bid of $7.50. Adam Connor. Now we got a bid of $8. Got a bid of $8 from Farm Dog. $8 bid from Farm Dog, looking for a bid of $8.50. Isn't that sweet, Wanda? He's gonna let you have it. $8 bid from Farm Dog, looking for a bid of 8.5. Anybody with a bid of 8.5? No bid of 8.5. We can go ahead and start counting it down to Farm Dog and let's see what happens. It's going to count it down to Farm Dog, going once, now to Farm Dog, looking for a bid of 8.5. Anybody with a bid of 8.5 can come in. Got a bid of 8, looking for a bid of 8.5. Anybody with a bid of 8.5, going once to Farm Dog now. Going once to Farm Dog. Going twice now to Farm Dog. Now Hawkeye bids 9. Hawkeye is $9 bid. $9 bid now looking for 9.5. $9 bid now looking for 9.5. Anybody with a $9.5 bid? $9 now looking for 9.5. Anybody 9.5? Nobody at 9.5. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Hawkeye now at $9. Going once now. Now I got Yo Man in at 10. Yo Man Gull at 10. Got a $10 bid from Yo Man looking for a bid of 11 now. Got a bid of 10 looking for a bid of 11. Anybody with a bid of 11? Farm Dog says he's out. Thank you very much, Farm Dog. Now we're looking for a bid of 11. Yo Man Gull is our high bidder, looking for a bid of 11 now. You found a DDR in 1955D. I'm unfamiliar with a DDR in 1955D. I'd love to see a picture of it sometime. That would be really cool. It might be a new discovery there. A Yo Man with a bid of 10, now looking for a bid of 11. Anybody with a bid of 11? A $10 bid looking for 11. Got $11 bid from Hawkeye. $11 bid from Hawkeye, now looking for a bid of 11.5, 12. Anybody 11.5, 12? Anybody 11.5, 12? $11 bid from Hawkeye, now looking for 11.5, 12. Anybody 11.5, 12? $11.5, Yo Man Gull. Yo Man's $11.5 bid, now looking for 12. $11 bid, $11.5 bid, now looking for 12. Anybody want a bid of $12 bid? $12 bid for this one. Yo Man Gull 11.5. 11.5 is the bid, looking for a bid of 12. All right, we can go ahead and start counting it down to Yo Man Gull. Now we got Go Wi-Fi at 12. Go Wi-Fi coming in at $12. $12 bid, now looking for a bid of 12.5. Go looking for a bid of 12.5, 13. Anybody 12.5, 13? 12.5, 13 out there. Hawkeye tries 12, needs 12.5. Got a $12 bid, looking for 12.5. Anybody with a $12.5 bid? Now 13 to Yo Man Gull. Now 13 to Yo Man Gull, looking for a bid of 13.5. Now Go Wi-Fi at 15. Go Wi-Fi wants to shut the doors at $15. $15 now. Looking for a bid of 16. Anybody with a bid of 16? Got a bid of 15 out there, looking for a bid of 16. Anybody with a bid of 16? We can go ahead and start counting it down to Go Wi-Fi. Nope. Yo Man comes in with a bid of 16. Right at that last moment, coming in with a bid of 16. $16 is the bid now, looking for a bid of 17. Got a $16 bid now, looking for a bid of 17. Anybody with a bid of 17? And Go Wi-Fi at $17. $17 bid now, Go Wi-Fi. $17 now, looking for a bid of 18. Looking for a bid of 18 out there. Got a $17 bid, looking for a bid of 18. Anybody with a bid of 18? No bid of 18. Yo Man is out. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Go Wi-Fi at 17. Go Wi-Fi now, going once to Go Wi-Fi at 17. Going once now to Go Wi-Fi at 17. And we're going to be going twice now to Go Wi-Fi at 17. All in, all done, folks. Your final chance, final offer. Need a bid of 18. And we're sold to Go Wi-Fi at $17. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you to everyone else who bid tonight. Let's bring up the next one. Here's a pretty 1928 Lincoln Cent. This 1928 Lincoln Cent's got plenty of luster. Like the luster on this one, especially on the obverse. This one's got a very nice luster on the obverse. We're going to start this off at $11. Anybody want to give me $11 bid? $11 bid to get this started. Jim Fletcher with a $20 bid. $20 bid will get this started. $20. Looking for a $21 bid. $20 bid now, looking for 21. Anybody with a bid of 21? $20 bid now, looking for 21. Anybody with a bid of 21? Wade says he's out. Thank you, Wade. Jim Fletcher with a bid of $20. Kind of shut the door in the very beginning right there. $20 now. Looking for a bid of 21. Anybody with a bid of 21? Otherwise, we just count it down to Jim Fletcher. Let's count it down to Jim Fletcher and see what happens. $20 now going once. Now we got Yoman at 21. Yoman go at 21. Now looking for a bid of 22. A $21 bid now looking for a bid of 22. Anybody with a bid of 22? Jim's got that $22 bid. Now we're looking for Yoman with a $23 bid. Anybody with a $23 bid out there? Got a $22 bid looking for a $23 bid where? Anybody with that $23 bid where? And Yoman with a $23 bid now looking for 24. $23 bid now looking for 24 where? Anybody with a $24 bid? No $24 bid out there? What you think, Jim? 24? 23 to 24? Jim says he's out. Thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate it. Now we got Yoman at $23. $23 looking for a bid of 24 out there. Anybody with a bid of 24? And Bill Crescent at 25. Bill Crescent at $25. 25 is the bid now, looking for a bid of 26. 25 now looking for a bid of 26. Anybody with a bid of 26 out there? 25 now looking for 26. Anybody out there with a bid of 26? Oh, and Yoman says he's out. So Bill with a bid of 25. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Bill with a bid of 25. Going once now to Bill at $25. $25 down going once. Looking for another bidder, 26. Anybody with a bid of 26 out there? Going twice now to Bill Crescent at $25. This will be your final call, final chance, final offer. At a bid of 25, looking for a bid of 26. And we are sold now. Bill Crescent, $25. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Let me move on to our next item. Get ready for it, folks. 1960 Denver, RPM number 4. These things are scarce. Did I mention that these are scarce? I think I mentioned these are scarce. Very, very difficult to obtain repunchment mark. It's not all that impressive looking. But once you have it, let's see. Let me get my microscope up. There we go. Hang on a second. Let me get this thing in focus for you, so we can see it together. There's not a whole lot of impressiveness with this, but I can tell you it is a rare repunchment mark. These things are actually quite difficult to obtain. Okay, I'm ready to show you the picture here. Let's see. Now, let me get it focused in here real quick. See those two little tiny horns coming up off of the northwest corner? That's a really weird noise coming from outside. I've got my window open. I'm sitting next to my window, and it sounds like there's a Bigfoot in my backyard. It's weird. Okay, so we've got this little horn feature coming off the top of the mint mark toward the 9. That is, you can actually see, you can see the inside curve. If you look right here and look at this shape right here, you can trace that exact same shape right here. And there's two of those. So there's actually, it's a D over D over D. Be west and west. And these are very, very scarce. Very scarce, folks. We got a $55 bid from Adam Connor. Shannon McCord comes in at $50 thereafter. Got a $55 bid now, looking for a bid of $60. Anybody with a bid of $60 out there? These things typically sell for between $75 and $100. Typically $75 to $100. You can see it just a little bit right in here. But this is where you can really see it up here. This is where it's really noticeable. It's a close D. It's very close to the 9. You got these two little horn things coming off the northwest corner of the D. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Here's a deal. This is a deal that you'll never get again because this is the only time I'm going to offer it. And I'm serious about this. Let me crank this around so that you guys can see this straight up and down. You don't have to crick your neck to see it. There you go. That's one of the things that I can do. No, this thing sounded more like something squealing. Like, really, it almost sounded like what I would expect a bobcat or something like that to sound like. And it could very well be one. It's making a lot of noise back there. But anyhow, I'm going to do this. I have 3 of these available. Do I have 3? Is it 3 or 4? Ember, do I have 3 or 4 of these? All right, now with a Bigfoot special offer, I'll go ahead and make 4 of these available. I think I have 4. And so I'm going to do a bin at $50. Bin at $50 for the first 4 people that speak up. First 4 people speak up. Steve gets one at $50. Wanda gets one at $50. Shannon McCord gets one at $50, and I got one left. Doug Walters gets one at $50. Sorry, Adam and Bill. Sorry to both of you. I have already sold all I have available right now. Steve Patat, Wanda Williams, Shannon McCord, and Doug Walters. I appreciate it very much. And you're going to get one that's in roughly the same condition as the example coin that I have here, which is a Gen BU MS65. Gen BU coin. You guys are getting these things at a serious bargain. Very, very seldom do you ever see this RPM available for sale. Very seldom. I tell you what, Adam. You were winning the bid. I'm going to throw in another one that I wasn't planning on selling. Hang on a second here and get my paperwork straightened up. There you go. Okay, Adam Connor, I get you one at $50. That gets one to everybody who was bidding and everyone who binned the first 4 people. So I've got 5 total. That's all I can make available right now. We've got Steve Patat, Wanda Williams, Shannon McCord, Doug Walters, and Adam Connor. All right. That's got that. Now we're going to move on to another. Congrats to all of you folks. This is a very difficult RPM to find. Everything froze for a moment. Ooh, hate that. Okay, Adam Connor goes in that last spot. And I'll move on to the next item. This is one of the most interesting, one of the oddest and most interesting RPMs of the Memorial Cent series. This is 1961 Denver, RPM number 1. 1961 D RPM number 1 is a D over horizontal D. And it's so obvious, it's so blatantly obvious to look at and see it. This thing is just a beast of a coin. Let me show it to you here real quick. All right, we got a bit of start at $10. We got Jim Fletcher at 15, Deanne at 16, Jim Fletcher back at 20. Wanda tries 20, Jim Fletcher comes back at 25. So we got a $25 bid now, $25 bid looking for a bid of 26. Got a bid of 25 now, looking for a bid of 26. You can see very clearly that there is a D tilted 90 degrees clockwise underneath the primary D mint mark. It's very, very clear. Wanda Williams at $26 now, $26. Looking for a bid of 27. Got a bid of 26 now, looking for a bid of 27. Anybody with a bid of 27? Isn't it though, Party Pickle? It's really cool. Steve, I know, right? Do one of my texting things here. I know, right? Jim Fletcher now with a bid of 27. Got 27 out there. Now a $27 bid looking for 28. Got a bid of 27 now looking for a bid of 28. These things don't come along very often. It's just really weird. I see, I think about 12 years ago, 12 or 15 years ago, somewhere in there, I saw an entire roll of 50 available for sale. Somebody opened a bag and found a bunch of them. I should have bought that roll of 50 when I had a chance, but, well, it was a little expensive at the time, of course. Wanda Williams at $30 now. $30 to Wanda Williams. Yeah. What do you think, Shannon? No, actually what I believe happened is somebody just wasn't paying attention, didn't have enough coffee, and they hammered it in there sideways, and they were like, oh, well, let me cover that up. So they cranked it around and hammered it in there again, and they didn't completely polish off that first one. But since that roll came up years ago, I think I've seen maybe 10 of these total in that 12 years. This is one that I picked up in a deal recently. I was very happy to be able to get it. Got Wanda's $30 bid now. Hawkeye Wanda's got a bid of $30 in. You'll need to bid $31 if you want to take it. Wanda at $30 now. Looking for a bid of $31. Got a bid of $30 now, looking for a bid of $31. And we have a bid of $31. $31 from Hawkeye. Looking for a bid of $32 now. Bids at $31, looking for a bid of $32. $31 now, looking for a bid of $32. Anybody with a bid of $32? And Wanda at $32, now looking for a bid of $33. $32 now, looking for $33. Anybody with a bid of $33 out there? $33 bid where? Nowhere looking so far. Hawkeye need a $33 bid. A Wanda at $32. I'm going to go ahead and start counting it down to Wanda at $32 and see what happens. Let's go ahead and go once now. Go once now to Wanda at $32, looking for a bid of $33. Going once now at $32, looking for a bid of $33. Anybody with a bid of $33 out there where? Let's go twice now. Now Hawkeye comes back with a $33 bid. Hawkeye's $33 bid now, looking for a bid of $34. Got a bid of $33 now, looking for a bid of $34. Anybody with a bid of $34? Making a market here. $33, looking for a bid of $34. Anybody with a bid of $34? Wanda comes back at $35 now. $35 now, looking for a bid of $36. Got a bid of $35 now, looking for a bid of $36. Hawkeye, you got a bid of $36 out there. Got a bid of $35 now, looking for a bid of $36. $35 now. Wanda Williams got a $35 bid now. Now $36. Got a bid of $35 now. $36. Hawkeye's bid of $36 now, looking for $37. You have two of them in MS66 red. That's beautiful. Wow. Very nice. Got a bid of $35. $36 now. $36 from Hawkeye, looking for a bid of $37. Got a bid of $36 now, looking for a bid of $37. I'm going to take you back over to the slideshow and show you the whole obverse and reverse of this coin. You can see that extra D now that you know what you're looking at. You can see it right there. I do have auctions every Tuesday, Doug. The only Tuesdays that I do not have an auction is the first Tuesday of every month. That is the night that I go to my meeting with the Veterans of Foreign Wars. And I have a VFW meeting every first Tuesday of the month and do not have an auction. I may end up doing it where I move that Tuesday's auction to Thursday so we can have an auction every week, but I'm not sure right now exactly how we're going to do it. Speed Freak, how you doing? Habib. I'm familiar with Habib. Hawkeye $36. Let's go ahead and count it down to Hawkeye $36. Going once now to Hawkeye $36. Need a bid of $37. Anybody? Now going twice to Hawkeye at $36. And that's right, Jessica has an auction every Sunday evening for Coppercoins as well. Got a $36 bid now. We're sold to Hawkeye $36. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hawkeye, I was actually thinking about you when I put this in the auction, so I'm glad you ended up with it. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. All right, let me move on to lot number 24. Lot number 24 is this 1970S double die. This is a large date, 1970S. This is Ddo Number 16 for Coppercoins listing purposes. And Ddo number 16, or 1D0016, has doubling in the motto that you can see relatively well. Let me back out on this a little bit so I can get it focused, and then I'll show it to you. Let me shut this down so you guys can see it. All right, I'm going to start this off at a $12 bid. We got Bill Crescent at $20. Bill Crescent's $20. Now looking for a bid of 21. Can you see it in the G and the O right there, and in the D? And there it is on the N of in. You can see just a little bit of doubling there. It looks kind of like the 95 double die, only it's like the baby version. So here, let me zoom in a little bit more so we can actually show you in the letter G. Now you can see it very clearly. You look at it right here. There's your spread, your separation. You've got a little notch right here. And you've got a little bit of stuff going on here to show that there is a spread right there. The O also has the same spread and in the same area. And if you look at the top of the O, you can also see it in the top of the O. You can also see how these letters are extra thick. They're thicker than they should be as well. So here it is in the upper part of the O. Here it is in the upper part of the D. Now if I back out just a little bit so that I don't get completely lost, I can also show it to you in the word in. So we're up to a $20 bid, $20 bid with Bill Crescent. No, this is not FS 101. If this were FS 101, it would be a much, much bigger deal. This is a nice coin, nice die variety, but it is not FS 101. FS 101 is worth tens of thousands of dollars. This one is a nice double die. It's not very well known. But right here, okay, now you can see notching right here on the top of the N. See it over here on the top of the N. And you can also see it here on the I. Okay? Now, when you look around the coin, we're going to show you that this is class 1, not class 5. Class 5 is a pivoted hub doubling. You'll get more doubling on one side of the coin than you will on the other side of the coin. Well, with a class 1, you're going to have equal amounts of doubling on both sides. To show you that there are equal amounts of doubling on both sides, you're going to see it in the bottom of the O, or 0, as well. You see it right there in the bottom of the 0, and you can see a notch at the top right corner of the 7 of the date. Just a little tiny bit, you can see it right there. There's a notch at the top of the 7, then there's a separation line here in the bottom of the 0. This is a rather high grade, rather early die state example of this particular double die. You don't see these every day. Not very day or every day. Either one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start counting this one down to Bill Crescent at $20. We're looking at a $30 to $50 coin here, but we got a $20 bid out of Bill Crescent. $20 bid. Now going once to Bill Crescent at $20. Going once to Bill Crescent at $20, looking for a bid of 21. Anybody with a bid of 21 out there? No bid of 21. We're going to go ahead and start counting it down to Bill Crescent at $20. Now we're going to go twice to Bill Crescent at $20. Twice to Bill Crescent at $20. Here's the whole coin for you again. All in, all done, folks. We're going to be sold now to Bill Crescent at $20. I do appreciate it, Mr. Crescent. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your bid. All right, let me get my stuff situated here, and I'll move on to the next coin. This one's a heavy hitter. This one's a really nice one. How about that? 1909 S Vdb. This is a genuine 1909 S Vdb. This one is a mint state coin. I do not agree with the grade on the holder, so you'll have to bid accordingly. I'm going to start this at $9.95. Start this at $9.95. This does not have any wear on it. Although the faded mint red is not necessarily what I would call this. I would go with probably an MS63 brown on this one. But we do have a real, it's an MS63 brown is where I would go with it. It does have very small amount of hint of red color left on it, but that's not enough to call it a red brown. Red brown requires at least a 10% of red on it, and I don't think there's enough red to call it a red brown, so I'd call it an MS63 brown. That's where I started it, $9.95. $9.95 is a start bid on this. Anybody want to bid a $9.95? And silver nitrate at $9.95. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. $9.95 bid. Now we're looking at $10 increments up from $9.95, so $1,005. $1,005 would be the next bid. Anybody want to bid $1,005? $9.95 we have. This is SEGS graded. It is in a slab, so it is protected. Got $1,005 from Chase. $1,005 from Chase, looking for $1,015. Looking for 1,015 bid now. Got 10.05 looking for 10.15. Anybody 10.15? Got 10.05 bid now looking for 10.15. Chuck Patillo at 10.15. We got Silver Nitrate tries 10.15. Needs 10.25. Now at 10.25. Got 10.25 now looking for 10.35. 10.25 now looking for 10.35. Anybody with 10.35? And yes, hello to Silver Nitrate, of course. He waited until this moment to speak up. Very sneaky. 10.25 bid now looking for 10.35. 10.25 now looking for 10.35. Do I have reservations about this crossing to PCGS at MS63 Brown? I have reservations every time I talk about PCGS because PCGS can be very persnickety about their grading. Sometimes things will cross and sometimes things will not. So I don't have any guarantees that this would cross to anybody else's grading, especially PCGS. But there is a chance of it, I would say. But at the price where it is now, we're still talking about an AU price for a coin that's obviously mint state. So we've got a 10.25 bid now looking for 10.35. I'm being as honest as I can with you on this. I would probably try it just to see if it happened. I would do it as a cross and see if it happens. A cross at any grade, get it back in a PCGS holder, whatever the grade may be. They may not grade it. They may call it cleaned. I don't know. We got a 10.35 bid now. $10.35 from Chase Carlisle. $10.35 now looking for $10.45. $10.35 now looking for $10.45. Now I got $10.50 out of Silver Nitrate. $10.50 out of Silver Nitrate looking for $10.60 now. Got $10.50 out there now looking for $10.60. Anybody give me a better bid of $10.60? $10.60 I'm looking for. $10.50 is the bid, looking for $10.60. $10.60 to Chase Carlisle. $10.60 now, looking for a bid of $10.70. $10.60 now, looking for a bid of $10.70. Anybody with a bid of $10.70? $10.70 now. I would take a chance and a stab saying that this coin could probably resell around $1,400. $1,200 to $1,400 would be a good resale value on this coin. So 1060 is a pretty low shot. I wish I could provide layaway Party Pickle. I can't really do it. Because what I do here, I count on the money that I get every week so I can buy more stuff for next week. Silver Nitrate came back with a 1070, now Chase with a 1080. Good night, Tim. I appreciate it, buddy. 1080 to Chase, now looking for a bid of 1090. 1080 now, looking for a bid of 1090. Anybody with a bid of 1090? And 1090 to Silver Nitrate. $10.90 to Silver Nitrate, looking for a bid of $1,100. $10.90 now, looking for $1,100. At $1,100, I'm going to move the increments to $25. $1,100 now, looking for $1,125. $1,100 now, looking for $1,125. Anybody with a bid of $1,125? $1,100 bid now, looking for $1,125. Anybody with a bid of $1,125? Any bid $1,125. And Silver Nitrate $1,125, now $1,150. Looking for $1,150. $1,125 now, looking for $1,150. Anybody with $1,150? You got $1,150. Chase Carlisle now $1,175. $1,150 now, $1,175. Anybody $1,175? Baby steps, folks. Baby steps. $1,175. Got $1,150 now, looking for $1,175. Anybody with a bid of $1,175? No bid at $1,175. Got Chase at $1,150. Got Chase at $1,150, looking for $1,175. Now $1,175. Silver Nitrate $1,175. Now looking for a bid of $1,200. $1,200. Looking for $1,200 even. We got 12 even. Now looking for 12.25. 12.25. Anybody 12.25? I guess it's really kind of down to two people, isn't it? Chase and Silver Nitrate. 12 now. 12.25. Looking for 12.25. $1,200 bid. Now looking for 12.25. That's a pretty coin. I've always thought it was really nice. I've had this coin for almost a year, and I've always thought it was very nice. You think you're, tapping out. Tapping out now, Chase Carlisle, $1,200. $1,200 now is the bid. We're looking for a bid of $1,225. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Chase Carlisle at $1,200. $1,200 now, going once to Chase Carlisle. And anybody else pop in with a $12.25. We're going twice now to Chase Carlisle, $1,200. $1,200 now, going twice. All in, all done, folks. It's your final call, final chance to get another bid in there. Looking for $12.25. Steel Horses. Steel Horses at $12.25 now. $12.25 is the bid. Looking for $12.50. That, sir, is a very classic case of high-class sniping. Right there at the very end, comes in with a $12.25 bid before we can go twice on it, before we can actually call it out. So we've got a $12.25 bid, now looking for $12.50. $12.25, now looking for $12.50. Anybody with a bid of $12.50? Steel Horses at $12.25, looking for a bid of $12.50 now. Got $12.50, $12.50 now, looking for $12.75. $12.50 now, looking for $12.75. Anybody with a bid of $12.75? Steel Horses, you up at $12.75? Got $12.50 now, looking for $12.75. Anybody with a bid of $12.75? No bid at $12.75. Thinking about it. Don't mean to press, but we got to keep the show going. Going to be going once now to Chase Carlisle, $12.50. Going once now to Chase Carlisle, $12.50. Going twice now. Chase Carlisle, $12.50. As when you're talking about $1,200, what's $25, right? Steel Horses says he's out. All in, all done, folks. Your final chance to get a $12.75 bid in. All in, all done. Let's sell it. Chase Carlisle, $1,250. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. And we're sold. I appreciate it. I think you'll really like this coin. All right, I appreciate it. And let me move on to another coin. I tell you what, man, this evening is just packed full. Chased you off when I kept downgrading it? Oh, no. Take a look at this. There's no downgrading to this one. This guy is a nice gemmy red coin. Beautiful red. Double die. It says 1972, Double Die Obverse number 2, Ddo number 2. If there were no such thing as Ddo number 1, this would be one heck of a monster coin. But we have it here nonetheless. We've got a Ddo number 2 here. We're going to start this one off at $90. Anybody want to start me at $90 on this beautiful gem red coin? Let's go take a look at it here real quick. Folks, get an eyeball full of this. Kelly Michaud starts us off with $100. $150 to Bill Cresson now. Got a $100, $150 bid. $150 bid to Bill Cresson. This is 1972 Ddo number 2. It is only beat out by Ddo number 1. This is a beautiful coin. Beautiful coin and a beautiful die. Crossed with a letter of explanation from Chuck. that he doesn't guarantee anything across to PCGS because PCGS can be very persnickety about their grading. I guess that's why they are the top on the market, but there are a lot of times that I actually disagree with their grading. 150 now to Bill Crescent, 150. Looking for a bid of 160. Got a bid of 150 now, looking for a bid of 160. This is 1972 Ddo Number 2. This is one of the scarcest of the DDOs from 1972. You can even see it on the Y of Liberty there. Look how beautiful that is. Very nice doubling. Yeah, look at that B. That B is really sweet. Here, let me focus in on that B real quick. It's a little mushy. We've got a later die state coin here. All right, let's take a look at the date area now. You got the doubling all the way over in the date too. This is a class 1 hub doubling. Class 1 hub doubling shows you that it's doubled all the way around. The pivot point, or the point where the pivot between the two hubbings occurred, is somewhere inside the design, somewhere toward the middle of the design. That is a class 1 rotated hub double. Class 1 rotated hub doubling. What's 4, Paul? Class 1 rotated hub doubling. I think Paul might be saying that Ddo number 4 is the rarest, and it is. Ddo number 4 is the rarest. Oh, Paul retracted. I don't know what he was saying. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, peeps. I think this was one that Jessica might have wanted to bid on. All right, the high bid right now is Bill Crescent at 150. Now looking for a bid of 160. Anybody with a bid of 160? Otherwise, we'll count it down to Bill Crescent at 150. Give you plenty of time to take a look at it. I think at this point in time, we're going to be going once now to Bill Crescent at 150. Going once to Bill Crescent at 150. Looking for a bid of 160, folks. And we're going to be twice now to Bill Crescent at 150. No, Shannon, I do not have a number 4. Unfortunately, I don't. This will be your last and final call for a bid now. Last and final call for a bid. All in, all done. And we're sold to Bill Crescent at 150. I do appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much for your bid. Thank you to everybody who's been here this evening. I've had a great time. I've been sitting back here kind of drinking just a little bit as we go along, but this is Oktoberfest, Coins and Cocktails. Let's take a look at this next one. Here's another 14D. This one's got just a little bit of a damage, and it's a little bit less grade than the other one, a little bit less detail. We're going to go with a good, a nice strong good on this with a little bit of damage. We're going to start this off at 110. $110 to get us started on this beautiful example of a very scarce coin. 1914D. It's one of the key dates in the Lincoln Cent series. Just about every album you see is going to be missing this one. Got $110 from Deanne. $110 start, looking for a bid of 120. 110 start, looking for a bid of 120. Anybody with a bid of 120? And Tim Morrell's tries it at 110. Came in just a little late. Party pickle with a 120. Now Tim Morrell's late at 120. Needs a bit of 130. Got a bit of 120 now, looking for a bit of 130. 130 now, Deanne, looking for a bit of 140. Got a bit of 130 now, looking for a bit of 140. Anybody with a bit of 140? Deanne at 130 is our high bid. High bid is 130. Looking for a bit of 140 now. Got a bit of 130. Anybody with a bit of 140? Looking for a bit of 140 out there. Sorry, Tim. Just seems that your connection gets you in just a second too late. All right, so we got Deanne with a 130 bid, looking for a bid of 140. Anybody with a bid of 140? Any bids out there at 140? Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Deanne at 130. And the countdown, you can make a bid. Anybody can make a bid at 140 now. Let's go ahead and go once to Deanne at 130. Going once is your first warning that we're going to sell this. Going once to Deanne at 130. Now we're going twice to Deanne at 130. This is your second and final warning. Second and final warning that we're going to sell it to Deanne at 130 if you don't bid 140. Need that bid of 140 in there. Are we all done? No more bids, anyone? And we're sold to Deanne at 130. I appreciate it, Deanne. Thank you very much. Everybody needs a 14D. Now Deanne has one. Very nice. Awesome, awesome. Check this one out. This is a tapered planchet. And I have tried as best I can to figure out what the date on this one would be. Because, well, there is no last digit to the date. We can see a 1, 9, and part of a 5. Well, from the shape of the 5 and the shape of the word liberty, I'm going to make an educated guess that this is a 1952 or 1953. So we started this off at $12. Now Tim comes in with a bid of 20. Got weight at 12. Now Tim at 20. Tim's $20 bid. This thing is underweight. It only weighs 2.73 grams. That's because of the tapered planchet. A tapered planchet simply means that the sheet that the stock was rolled on was rolled a little bit thin in one area. And when the blank was cut, and it was thinner in one part than it was in the rest. And when the coin was struck, it didn't have enough metal to fill in all of that design. So it just kind of sat there, kind of pancaked out and just didn't do much. So that's why you don't have a finish to the date, and that's why you don't have the right side of the wheat finished out. This is a nice error. This one does have a little bit of wear on it. It did go through circulation before it was plucked out. So I got Tim Morrell with a bid of $22. $22, now looking for a bid of $23. Got a bid of $22, now looking for a bid of $23. Anybody with a bid of $23? It's a very interesting error. This is one of those coins that you can't say, oh, that's not an error. Yeah, it certainly is. $22 bid, looking for a bid of $23. Anybody with a bid of $23? No bid of $23. Let's go ahead and start counting it down to Tim Morrell at $22. We're going to be going once now to Tim Morrell at $22. Looking for a bid of $23. Anyone? You also notice right behind the back of the hair there's a part of a sea of scent. There's also a nice little die clash on this one. Going twice now to Tim Morrell at $22. $22 is the bid. Looking for a bid of $23. Last chance, final chance to make a bid. And here we go. Sold to Tim Morrell at $22. I think Amber might have, there we go, might have gone into Lagland. There we go. All right, now, on to the next item. I do appreciate it, Tim. Thank you very much, and congratulations on your new pickup. Here's this, 1972 Ddo Number 3. 1972 Ddo Number 3 in nice BU condition. Not too far off the Ddo Number 2, but this one is a bit more common. They're a little bit easier to find. Let me show you this. There you go. Anybody want to start me a bid at $29? $29 for a BU condition Ddo Number 3. It's right here. Beautiful little coin. It's got doubling all the way through In God We Trust. It's got doubling on the date as well. Let me get this in focus for you. See the date, especially on the 9, 7, and 2. On this one, looking for a bid of $29. Anybody with a bid of $29? Get me started at $29. Anyone? Everybody fall asleep or run out of money. Bill Cresson, $30. $30 start with Bill Cresson, looking for a bid of 32. 31. Looking for a bid of 31. Got a bid of 30, looking for a bid of 31. There's your doubling in Liberty. Doesn't look too far off of the Ddo Number 2. It's just a little less sharp. It's a little bit smaller spread. But you still got a nice double die here. Get it focused in real well. There we go. Bill Cresson at $30, looking for a bid of 31. Anybody with a bid of 31? Got a bid of 30, looking for a bid of 31. Anybody with a bid of 31? I tell you what. We have any other interest at $30. We got Bill Crescent at $30. We'll go ahead and sell him one at $30. Anybody else want one at $30? I have a few of these. If anybody else wants one at $30, go ahead and bin it now. I got 2 left. So Bill's going to get his at 30. And then I'll bin 2 more at $30. Anybody want to bin one of these at $30? Silver nitrate comes in with a bin of $30. Got a bin of $30 on 2 of them now. Looking for a bin of $30 on the third. Got 1 left to give right now. You're very welcome, Mr. Crescent. Looking for a bin of $30. Anybody want to bin $30 on 1 more of these? Hello, Jay Smooth. Paul Hampton says he'll take one at $30. I do appreciate it. And that, folks, ends the auction portion of tonight. I do appreciate it, folks. Thank you for being here. Jim gives us a clapping hands. Okay, the last thing that we've got for tonight is going to be the roll reveals. Roll reveals got coming up here. Let's see, Bill Crescent, Silver Nitrate. Who will sell these to? Bill Crescent, Silver Nitrate, and Paul Hampton. I do have one more, actually. I have a 4th one. I thought I only had 3 of them. I've got 4 of them. Does anybody else want to bin one of these? 1972 Ddo Number Three. Want to bin one at $30. Thank you, Tim. She is actually doing okay. I haven't checked on her in a while now. She's kind of quiet down there, so it's kind of hard to tell how she's doing. I've got 1 more of these 1972 Ddo Number Three. Got 1 more of them at $30. All of these are a nice BU coins. If anybody wants to bin one of these. Okay, nobody else? All right, we'll move on to the reveals then. Here's how the reveals work. Some of you guys have not been here before. So, I'll show you how they work. This is an original roll of 1947D right here. This is going to be our first reveal of the night. And what we do is we take these coins out of the holder and we go through them. And I educate you on what I find inside the roll as I'm going through the roll. But this is an original roll right here from the U.S. Treasury, Washington, D.C. It is a 1947 Denver mint roll. And I am going to be selling the coins in this roll tonight. Sell all 50 coins in this roll tonight. And then at some point during the week, I will schedule a show. It'll be an hour-long show where I can go and where I can open up this roll of coins and go through all of these coins and show you guys what I have in this roll. Your names will come up as you, they're going to be coming up at random. And so the first coin in the roll goes to whomever's name I pull first. Second coin in the roll goes to whoever name I pull second. And we sell these in a shotgun form. The shotgun form is because I have to do like a shotgun start, like boom, then you guys say you want them. And the reason I have to do that is because very often we end up selling out of these rolls inside of 15 seconds or so. So you guys have to be ready by the time I get started. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this. And as soon as I say go, you can tell me what you want. Now we can buy up to 3 of these coins in the roll per person at a bin of $6 per coin. $6 per coin, maximum of 3. And I'm going to give you a go. And when I do give you a go, I need a bin and a number. If you want to in on this roll of 50 coins, you're going to have to give me bin plus a number. You have to be a registered bidder. And hello, Epic Blades. You're about to get run over here. Let me go ahead and get started. There we go. All right, so we've got Thomas for 2. We've got Bill Crusson for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Let me jump ahead of you here real quick and start putting them in. Bill Crusson, Jim Fletcher. Okay, I'm going to start them now. Jim Fletcher for 3, Sureg for 3. Got Tim Morrell for 2. Mike Birchman for 3. We've got Eric Beyer for 3. Adam Chambers for 3. Yeah, this is the roll that you sent. Adam Chambers provided this roll. Paul Hampton for 3. We've got Joe McBride for 3. We've got Farm Dog for 2. Deanne for 2. We've got Kelly Michaud for 2. We've got Kerry Walton for 1. Jeff Dunn for 2. We've got Silver Nitrate for 2. We've got James Worley for 3. Let's see what I've got left here. About a half dozen left. We've got Yoman Go for 3. We've got Shantanu Singh for 3. And we've got Bill Betts for 1. And Midnight Silver Run for 1. And that's going to end this roll. That's all we've got for this roll. Sorry, Adam Connor, Chase Carlisle, Wade Reynolds. Did not get you guys in on this roll. Hawkeye, Go Wi-Fi, Bill Crusson. Bill Crusson, you've already got yours up at the top. So we did get you in. Sorry, Shannon McCord. Sold out before we could get to you on this one. Okay, now we all know how it works. Everybody knows how it works. You have to be after my go. You cannot come in before my go. I don't pay attention to posts before the go. I have to do it this way to be fair to all. Now we've got, the next one's going to be Coin Roll Hunt number 207. This is going to be a 1970S. Original machine wrapped roll, 1970S. We're going to sell these at $3 per coin. $3 per coin. Finding lots of double dies recently in 1970S rolls. So this one could very well have double dies in them. So we're going to be bin at $3 per coin, max of 3 per person. So just give me a bin and a number as soon as I hit go. Give me a bin plus a number up to 3. And here we go. We got Jim Fletcher for 3. We got Bill Crusson for 3. Got Shantanu Singh for 3. We've got Silver Nitrate for 3. Where did I leave off here? Silver Nitrate for 3. Son of a Silver Stacker for 2. And we got Bill Betts for 3. Adam Connor for 3. Chase Carlisle for 3. Joe McBride for 3. We got Jim Fletcher for 3. Wait a minute, did I already get you in there? I already got you in there, Jim. Let's see, Midnight Silver Run gets 2. And we got Mike Birchman for 3. James Worley for 3. Adam Chambers for 3. Doug Reese for 3. Go Wi-Fi for 3. See what I got left. I got a few left. Kerry Walton for 1. Wade Reynolds for 3. Deanne for 2. And got Tim Morrell. Tim Morrell wants 3, and that's going to end this roll. And that gives us our 50. So that's the 1970S roll. Reaching the roll out of the box here. Now we have another 1955 Philadelphia roll. 1955 Philadelphia. This one's Omaha National Bank. I think it says First Omaha National Bank, Omaha, Nebraska. It's 1955 Philadelphia. 1955 Philadelphia is, of course, the issue that has RJ Stone. Yeah, but the auction's over, RJ. We're down to roll reveals now. Down to roll reveals at this point. We'll get you in next time. This is one of those things that basically doesn't end here. I've got rolls and rolls that I can go through, but this one's going to be the 1955. It is Hello, Give Me Focus. Give me focus. Well, you can see Omaha, you can see National Bank there, and I guarantee what's under that stain says Omaha, Nebraska. So this one is going to be $4 per coin. Go ahead and get us started. Remember not to start until after I give the go. Do not start until after I give the go. I know those are practice runs. All right. So we got lot CRH 208 coin roll hunt number 28. This is 1955 Philadelphia Omaha National Bank OBW roll. You get 1 coin for the roll from the roll for $4. $4 bid. Max 3 per person. Go now. Got to go after my go. All you guys have jumped the gun on me again. We got Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn for 2 is our first in. So we've got Jeff Dunn. And then we've got Sureg for 3. Then James Worley for 3. Then we've got Tim Morrell for 3. Adam Chambers for 3. Eric Beyer for 3. I always check after myself, and I'm glad I did this time. Okay. And then, let's see, we got Chuck Patello for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Go Wi-Fi wants 3. And then we got Bill Betts for 2. Shantanu Singh gets 1. Farm Dog for 2. Mike Birchman for 3. Got just a few others here. Let's see. Mike Birchman. Somewhere that got tripled up. Huh. That's okay. Mike Birchman for 3. Doug Reese. Doug Reese now says max. Let's see. Let me go back. Okay. Doug Reese for 3. Kelly Michaud for 3. Son of a Silver Stacker for 1. Steel Horses for 3. And then we've got Shannon McCord for 3. And then we have Kelly Ray. Kelly Ray wants 3, and that's going to end this particular roll. Kelly Ray with 3. That's going to be the end of that one. Unfortunately, we are done with that roll. So that, unfortunately, is going to knock out Paul Hampton, Wanda Williams, Yeoman Gull, Midnight Silver Run, Kerry Walton, Wade Reynolds, Party Pickle, Doug Walters, Far North Coins, Majestic Sounds of Coins. Sorry, folks. I can't schedule another one, or otherwise I'd do it. We did have a few people jump ahead, and those people did not get counted until they came back in after. Did I call you Party Pickle for the 55s? If I didn't call you when we were going in, I probably didn't call you at all. Let me see. I don't see your name on the 55s at all, buddy. I don't have them on mine at all. Let's see. No, I don't see you on here. No, sir. Party Pickle, I do not have your name listed under the 55 roll at all. Okay, Kelly Ray wants me to give Paul Hampton one of hers. Okay, I got Paul Hampton in for one. I should do one more, but I can't. I'll get myself into doing the same stuff I was doing before. Let's see. Joe McBride got 2. Did I get Joe McBride in there? I did not get Joe McBride in there. Okay, folks, I'm sorry. I have to adjust. When I adjust, this is going to mess us up a little bit. I missed Joe McBride's name. And so I've got Joe McBride back in there now. This pushes Paul Hampton out and gives Kelly Ray only 1 coin at the end of the roll. Bill Cresson. I know I got you into the 1970S roll. I know I got you into the 1947D roll, but the 1955 roll you probably came in too late. Let me see where you were. I don't see your name up here at all, Bill. Good night, Majestic. I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, that's true. What Midnight Silver Run said, it just depends on where it shows up on my screen. That's the only thing I can do. To be fair, I have to go by my screen. Okay, Tim Morrell says Paul can have one of his. So I'll get Paul Hampton one of his. Thank you, Timothy. Now you have 2. Paul Hampton has 1. Farm Dog already got Paul in. So we're okay. Paul's in this roll now. Majestic is protesting. 1 more 55. 1 more 55. Okay, I'll tell you what I can do. It's going to be the only time I ever do this. I'm going to add... What do I have down there? I don't have anything down there. Okay. Hang on just a couple of minutes, folks. We're going to add a 55 onto the end. But what we're going to do this time, I know I have some tubed rolls of 1955. I've never looked inside of them, and they came out of a bag of 1955s. So I have 1955 plastic tubed rolls that I can do a reveal on. Let me get this in here real quick. Trying to get 50 rows in so we can go ahead and put your names in there and we know who's got what. Okay, let me count these real quick and make sure I've only got 50 because I've only got 50 coins. I'm only at 36. All right, let me count these. I usually take about an hour to fill this sheet out, so forgive me for being a little bit slow on this. Okay, I've got 50 there. Okay, now we're going to pick up with 210. We're going to go down to 210. I'm going to give Tim Morrell his 3 spots back. And then Kelly Ray, I will pick up 2 spots for Kelly Ray on the other reveal. And because this is a second reveal, I will just continue on with the names that I left off at Kelly Ray wanted 3, Paul Hampton wanted 3. So we'll get Paul Hampton 3 of them. So I've got Paul Hampton for 3. I've got Wanda Williams for 3. I've got Yeoman Gull for 3. I've got Midnight Silver Run for 1. I've got Kerry Walton for 1. I've got Wade Reynolds for 3. I've got Party Pickle for 2. Doug Walters wants 1. Far North Coins. Far North Coins, have you registered to bid? Do we have your registration information? I don't remember ever having anything for you before. Let me check and see if I've got bidder information for you. I do not have bidder information for you. If you would like to give us your email address and your actual name through email, I can get you registered. That email is coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. I can't put you on the list until I have registration information from you, because I've had so many times where people say, I'll send it to you, and then I don't get it. So I've got to have the information on you prior to any bids being registered. Majestic wants 3. And let's see, who else do we have here? Jeff Dunn retracted. Andrew Forbes wants 3. Jeff Dunn, if you're still around, if you wanted spots and didn't, oh, you got in, okay. Jeff Dunn already got in, so that's why he retracted his message. Andrew Forbes for 3. And let's see, Bill Crusson, did I get him in or no? Let me go back and check. Okay, I did not get him in, so I'll get him in this roll. Okay, that gets Bill Crusson in. Doug, here's how it works with this. I know that you're new to this particular process, so you have to understand that when you see where your name is on your screen, you're not having to jump out to the internet and then come back to your computer before your name shows up. But it has to jump out to the internet and then come to my computer for me to see where you show up. So the problem in this is that the chat doesn't show up in the exact same order to you as it does to me. And I have to go by the order that I see. So that's why you may not see that you're in the same place at the same time as other people. And the chat has gone way beyond where I was able to read. Kelly wants the Monster 1955. Okay, we can do that. Let's see here. I wonder how many. So I need to get an order into China for some of those fake 55 double dies to plant in these rolls. Just joking. Okay, let's see. Okay, here I'm going to go through and I'm going to call names. When I call names, I want you to listen, because I'm going to give another go to finish off this second roll, and I only want people who I do not call to respond. Okay, only people who I do not call. I've got Jeff Dunn, Sureg, James Worley, Timothy Morell, Adam Chambers, Eric Beyer, Chuck Patillo, Jim Fletcher, Go Wi-Fi, Bill Betts, Shantanu Singh, Joe McBride, Farm Dog, Mike Birchman, Doug Reese, Kelly Michaud, Son of a Silverstacker, Steel Horses, Shannon McCord, Kelly Ray, Paul Hampton, Wanda Williams, Yo Mangull, Midnight Silver Run, Kerry Walton, Wade Reynolds, Party Pickle, Doug Walters, Majestic, Andrew Forbes, Bill Crusson, and Timothy Morell. I already got Timothy Morell in there once. I can't put him in there again. So we take Timothy Morell out of here. I'm going to give you a go. It's going to be a very simple 1955. And I'm going to do this for people who have not already heard their name. Okay, go again. Okay, Silver Nitrate wants 3. Adam Connor wants 2. Thomas for 2. Bill Crescent, I've already got your name in there. Paul Hampton, I've got your name in there already. Yeah, Shannon, that won't work. Did you want in on these, Shannon? I don't have your name on here. Oh, I do too. I've got your name in there. Never mind. Okay, I should be satisfied at this point that I've got everybody in there that wanted in there. Hawkeye wants 2. No, Party Pickle, if I called your name, you're already in. So you're already in for 2 coins. So now I've got Hawkeye wants 2. Okay. Far North is going to have to register before I can do anything, because I cannot charge him for them. I do not know what his email address is, his or her. I hate to be so assuming in gender. There are a lot of women who collect coins, and I appreciate them very much. I did not mean to assume that Far North is a he. You sent an email? Okay. I'm getting ready to check here real quick. Okay, gotcha. You are a he, as I understand it, because I don't know any women with that name. So I will get you in here for 3. Do you want 3? Is that correct? Far North? Good dude. Okay. Far North, you want 1, 2, or 3, sir? Been 3. Okay. Got Far North in there 3 times now. Okay, so I have a grand total remaining of 10 spots. I've got 10 spots remaining. This is going to be a first come, first served. Go ahead and start now. Anybody wants any additional spots? Anybody want any additional spots can get them now. Okay, Mike Birchman wants 3. Sureg wants 1. Okay, let me do this. I've got them full, I'm sure. Sureg wants 1. Let's see. Wanda Williams will take 3. Yo Man Goal. Yo Man, you want 1, 2, or 3, buddy? Because you're going to make a difference. If you want all 3, that's all we're going to do. Because I only got 3 spots left right now. Okay, I'll tell you what. Here's how I'll try to do this. Was refreshing, yo man. Okay, you got a bin in there, but you didn't give me a number. You're already in up above for 3. So how about if I put you in for 1? Okay, yo man go for 1. And then who came in right after yo man go? Steel Horses did. Steel Horses, are you already in up above? You are. So I've got Steel Horses in up above already. Wanda Williams, are you in up above already? Here's what I'll do. Wanda is in up above already, and you two were the next 2 to come in. So what I'll do is give you 1 each. I'll give you 1 additional each. That way you two get a chance to get back in. So Steel Horses gets 1, Wanda Williams gets 1, and that's going to end it. I've got the 2 rolls done. That's all I can do, folks. And another roll wasn't quite enough. That's exactly right. It's never quite enough. I could do 12 rolls and I'd sell them all. So I'm trying to make sure that this is something that everybody gets an opportunity to get involved in. Okay, Far North is registered, so don't worry about it now. So our last reveal, we got 1 reveal remaining. It's roll reveal number 209. This is going to be a 1945 Philadelphia plastic tubed roll. It is this roll right here. I've not been through this roll. These coins are all nice BU coins. Ordered this roll from, okay, this came from a reliable source as a 1945 roll. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and post this in here. And as soon as I hit enter and you can see my message, then it's time to start telling me what you want to buy. So it's 3 per person maximum. These are going to be $6 per coin, 1945 Philadelphia. We have done 1945 Philadelphia in the past, and we've run into a number of really nice double die obverses and double die reverses. So this is the, yes, the official. That's right. Far North is official. And so here we go. We're getting ready to get going. Get your numbers together. I want a bin plus a number. We all know how this works now. I want a bin plus a number up to 3 as soon as I hit enter and you guys see it. There we go. We've got Doug Reese for 3. Kerry Walton for 1. You guys are carrying me off my screen. I've got to come back and take a look here. Okay, here we go. We got, let me go ahead and start filling them in for you. Doug Reese for 3. We've got Kerry Walton for 1. We've got Majestic for 3. Okay, my non-looking typing isn't very good. Yes, that's right. I type like a 4-year-old when I'm not looking at the keyboard. It doesn't work really well. Just telling you that. Yoman Gull for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. We got Tim Morrell for 2. We've got James Worley for 3. Oops. So I do not speak Chinese, so I don't know why I'm typing in Chinese. Mike Birchman for 3. Adam Chambers for 3. We've got Farm Dog for 2. Bill Betts for 1. Chuck Patillo for 2. We've got Jeff Dunn for 2. We've got Paul Hampton for 2. We've got Deanne for 2. Let's see. Where do I go from here? We've got Sureg for 3. Hang on a second here. We're going to be running out before we run out of people. Surprise, surprise. We've got Bill Cresson for 3. We've got Far North for 3. We've got Party Pickle for 2. Silver Nitrate for 2. And I only got 2 coins left. Who gets them? Go Wi-Fi. Go Wi-Fi gets 2. And that's the end of that roll. And with that, folks, we are done. I got nothing left. I've done the best I can to make sure that everybody can get involved. And we are going to be doing reveals throughout the remainder of the week and into the weekend. Don't think Chuck saw what? What did I not saw? You have flute and chicken scratch and typos if that helps. Okay, Midnight Silver Run, you are hired. You get to sit behind me and tell me what the hell I mean when I'm typing. Let's see. Bill Betts got in all of them. Congratulations, good sir. Kelly Ray, what was it that I was trying to see or not see, or what I didn't see? Appreciate me accommodating you junkies. What, 12 rolls? I think 12 rolls is what I used to do per week. 8 to 12 rolls per week, and I was killing myself. I don't see anything else up there. Probably I missed because of my introduction. Oh, no. Did you miss mine at the top? Go Wi-Fi. I did not miss you, I don't think. I do appreciate it, folks. I do appreciate it very much. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you helping me out. The 09S Indian headset. If I have an 09S Indian headset, I don't know I have it. Facebook post about Tim. Midnight Silver Run. No, I did not see a Facebook post about Tim. Shannon McCord, did you get in on the last one? No, sir. No, sir, I did not. Well, wait a minute. No, I did not get you in on the last one. You got in on that first 1955 roll, and that's about it. I'm going to get these all scheduled tonight so we know where the schedule falls in. Unfortunately, life sometimes can get in the way, and we have to reschedule things. Majestic did get in. Majestic got in for his 3. Tim Rathjen? Okay. I appreciate it, Midnight. No, Tim Morrell, not about you. It was about Tim Rathjen. So we're done with everything. If you guys want to sit around and chat, we can sit around and chat for a while. I will be working on these invoices tonight and tomorrow morning. If you don't get the invoice tonight, please watch your PayPal email for the arrival of a message saying that you have a bill to pay tomorrow. And I do appreciate you being prompt on your bill and getting it paid as soon as possible. Now you guys have got me to a point where I have to look. Hello, Cameron's Collectibles. The problem is that you missed the night altogether so far. We were well, I'm not even sure where to look with regard to Tim. But I hope he's okay. I hope everything's going okay with him. You were at Stormin CA. That is correct. We all have bills to pay. It's an unfortunate thing, but we all do. I don't know. I'm not able to see whatever we're talking about, so I don't know what we're talking about here. But it's okay. I'll figure it out later. Tim, no, I have not actually had time to do the last two reveals for this past week. The first one is going to be the 1959 D roll. That was reveal number 205. 205 will be coming up tomorrow, as will a 1952 D roll that I owe all of the people who were in on the 1952 D roll last week. I owe everyone another coin because that roll was not an original roll as we thought it was. So we are going to be redoing the 52D. Okay. Let's see. Do I have a 1942 and MS-67? I don't think so. Not at present, anyway. I have some going in before too long, but I'm not sure. The 38 SRPM you bought from Jessica Sunday, is it worth grading? I think that's a 65 red. It's a, I think it's a 65 red. I think it's RPM number 2. If it's the coin I remember, I would think possibly so. 1923 double struck out of collar. Wow. That's a that would be a rarity because any of those things, double struck out of collar, they're very difficult to find. I remember finding a 1919 S that was struck out of collar. It was an XF to AU coin. I think it sold for about $175. So those earlier ones like that are really nice errors can sell for really good money. That means that they are very scarce. And nice woody too. That would be awesome. Really awesome. Shannon McCord likes hen's teeth. I get that. Wait a minute. You say you found it in your change? Awesome. Really? You found it in your change. A 1923 double struck out of collar. I would be watching for that possibly being a Chinese counterfeit because that sounds way too good to be true. But we'll see. A 1917 lamination, is it worth face value? Yes, it's worth face value and more. Generally, a 1917 lamination would I mean, in good to very good condition, you'd talk about it fetching a couple of dollars. But if you got one in higher condition, like especially in XFAU condition, you could be talking about a $50 coin. Show and tell. We need a show and tell show. How about a show and tell show? You guys want to see a show and tell show? I don't really have a whole lot to show and tell right now because I'm not prepared for it, but I could do a show and tell show. I could show me your show and tell show. Alligator, alligator. Change has been sitting in a box for years. Well, I would like to see the coin. I'd really like to see good pictures of the coin. If you can show me good pictures of the coin, I can definitely talk to you about it. Good night, farm dog. You be safe, buddy. You like the one I did with Brian? Yeah, the one I did with Brian was something that, well, that was because I had like a huge collection of like juicy coins right out in front of me. I don't generally have a whole lot of a collection. More of what I've got is a big inventory. I just got a bunch of stuff. Thanks, Silver Nitrate. You have a great time out there in Hawaii. Good night, Kerry Walton. A video on how to take great pictures of coins. Buy a really expensive camera. I can't really... The problem with doing that is that there are so many different cameras with so many different settings and so many different copy stands and so many different lighting and all this kind of stuff. It's really hard for me to tell you how to get photos with what you have in the way I take photos or I do photos, because there's so many different things, so many different variables. Amber can talk about her junk all night long. Night, John Boy. Night, Elizabeth. Night, Mary Ellen. Night, Grandma. A couple of old coins that are wheats. Not sure of the dates, but they have retained staples. Retained staples? Not sure of the date. Are they really worn? Is that why you're not really sure of the date? Take care, Shannon. Yeah, see, still horses, I'm not even going to go there. I thought about it for a minute, but then... So they're not worn, but you're not sure of the dates. They have retained staples on them. Is it through the date? Is that what the deal is with them? You want to see something I found tonight? I just found this coin. I found a couple of them. They're going to come up in one of my upcoming auctions. Just not quite yet. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Where did I... Oh, here it is. This is where I put that. And let me... Hang on a second. Let me get this straightened out here. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Watch this. Okay, so it is a 1946 S wheat cent. Really nice. 1946 S wheat cent here. Okay, take a look at this. Hang on a second. Let me get this so that I can actually see everybody's comments while I'm doing this. Okay, so this is a 1946 S, but it's also a really nice repunch mint mark. Watch. Check this out. How cool is that? See that extra S punch? Don't pay attention to the top. That's damage. What's at the bottom down here? See the extra curve out here? See the extra serif right here? You got the split in the serif. And then you've got this extra curve. All right. Really cool, right? It's really neato. Neato Kino, right? Yeah, but that's not all. That's not all. Check this out. RPM and a double die. And a double die. We got a nice double die here. Check that out. Nice double die. S, folks. I haven't looked it up yet. I mean, I know it's going to be very, very telling once I can get this looked up, because, I mean, you don't find double dies like this every day. But that's a really nice double die right there. Here it comes down to trust, and you can barely see it on trust. It's a class 2 double die. Or class, it's actually class 5. Class 5, yeah, class 5. Pivoted hub doubling. Let's pivot somewhere near the date. You can see the doubling on the LIB of Liberty. Then you get over here, and you have an RPM. Really nice RPM. This is very well known. It's not. This is not a discovery, but it's just really, really cool. Yeah, there's your nice RPM right there. How cool about that? See you later, yo man. Have I attributed it? Yes, I have. It is, I believe, Ddo number. I believe it's Ddo number 8. I don't know if I have it listed. I probably do. That 46S. For some reason, their website hangs up on me sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah, here it is, Ddo number 8. It's Ddo number 8. You can see the RPM right here. And there's the doubling that I was showing you right there. And the RPM down there. So it's Ddo number 8 and RPM number 29. So it's Ddo 8 and RPM number 29. And for Coppercoins, it's this one right here, Ddo number 4 and RPM number 29. So there it is, listed on Coppercoins right there. 46S 1mm 029 and 1946S 1DO 004. So that's what it looks like on the website for right now, but these pictures will change because these are the old style pictures, the ones that we used to use. They're very small. We're going to a larger size photo to make things easier for you guys to attribute your die varieties. You can see that here when you look at the recent additions. You can come down here and you can see all the stuff that we've recently added. But here's a set of the newer photos. Much larger, much easier to see. Let me move this box over a little bit here. There we go. There we go. Makes it a lot easier to see the photos. See everything. Got big screen photos. I'm thinking about going actually larger, but you can see everything because I've got this new microscope with really good lighting. A $15 bin. Bin 15. There you go. Yes, that RPM and that DDO will always appear together. The reason is because that stuff was put into a single die. Given that it was put into a single die, then actually my screen needs to be moved again. There we go. So the die the die was created first. So the design, like this 1946 or the In God We Trust up here. Let me move this back so that we're not seasick trying to look at this stuff. So that this In God We Trust up here is actually implanted into the die at the time the die is created. And then the mint mark is applied to the die by hand later. And so the mint mark and the doubling, the hub doubling, don't really have anything to do with one another except that they happen to reside on the same die. So the fact that they reside on the same die gives you, look, there's even doubling in the eyelid. I didn't notice that before. You can see that the whole eyelid has a separation line running across it right here. All of that is separation doubling. You probably also see it in the hair. As I think about it. Yep, you can see it in the hair too. See, this is doubled right here, and it shouldn't be. This is doubled right here, and it shouldn't be. This is doubled right here. All of these things are doubled. Everything's doubled in the hair. Let's see, anywhere else down here where I've got doubling? I don't see doubling in the VDB. I don't see doubling on the coat. Not in the bow tie, not in the date. So you had a class 5 pivot hub doubling that was pivoted from somewhere around this point, which makes the area exactly opposite that, which would be over here, the strongest part of the doubling. You want to hurry and do 1959D photos? Yes, sir. I'm going to get right on that. Actually, the 1959D, once I can get myself caught up with everything that I'm already working on, which I've already done all of the reveal coins that I was behind on. Now I've got reveal coins that I'm going to get behind on again if I don't hurry up and get them done. But I've got reveal coins left to do, and then I've got new reveals that we're going to be working on. As soon as I can get all the reveals caught up to a certain point, I've got a large stack of coins that I'm going to be working on. And they're going to be starting with 1957D and going up. And they're going to be coins that have been attributed already to the Wechsler system. So the WRPM numbers are already there. So I can cross them over to the numbers for Coppercoins. Either we already have it listed or we need to get it listed, one or the other. But 1959, I've got 1957, 59, 60, 61. So I've got those years to do. So as soon as I get the 1957s done, I'll be working on the 1959s. You can actually see the doubling all the way over to the Y of Liberty. I didn't even notice that until now. You can see notching at the top corner and the bottom corner of the T. So you can see notching. There's notching right here. And there's notching right here. There's a separation line here in the Y. Separation here in the R. And then up here. There's notching in the E. And you can see separation very clearly in the B and notching in the I and the L. You found a DD only because of when you ID'd the RPM? What was it, a doubled eyelid or something that you ID'd? But hopefully by the end of this year, I'm going to have added between myself, with the help of Brian Allen, Eric Beyer, Brady Douglas, Jessica Johnson, Amber Pinnell, and Jody Gomez, we will have added another 500 to 1,000 photos to the website. Three 1959D double die reverses with clip planchets. 1959D double die reverses with clip planchets. Get me pictures. I want to see pictures. That's one of the things that I found. Same roll. The very same roll. It's not inverted, but it is the scarce ball serif mint mark. the scarce ball serif mint mark, was supposed to have that little triangle thing, that trumpet-looking tail, is supposed to be on the top. The ball is supposed to be on the bottom. But they accidentally put them all upside down except one. And this one's one of the upside down ones, so it's the common one. Commonly, they're upside down. If it was right side up, it would be a scarcity. And we do have one die out there that we know of that has it upside down from this, which would be right side up normally. But this is the scarce ball serif mint mark. Scarce ball serif mint mark is actually only about 9% of all of the 1946S Lincoln cents. So if you find these in uncirculated, you've got yourself a nice find. Generally worth about twice what the regular 1946S's are worth. Just because of that. And look at the condition of this one. Pretty nice looking coin. Pretty nice looking coin. Feels like a shoe show for coins. So we got that. I don't have anything else that I found recently. Nothing specific anyway. I got a lot of things that I found. I just don't have them out on my desk all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Oh, I'd say this is probably a 64 red. Might even be red-brown with it toning down the way it is. Ah, 1957 1mm005 also coupled with 1Ddo002. There you go. Yeah, Adam, what was it that you found 8 of? In a roll? A couple of weeks ago? I don't see a comment by you up there that says what you found. Got lost in the shuffle. Hey, Jess. Yeah, it's over. We finished. You found 8 ball serif 46S in a roll. That's very nice. And uncirculated, you should be able to get about $20 a piece for those. Yeah, $15 to $20 a piece. I hope everything's okay, Jess. But I was actually just about to end the broadcast and get to work. End the broadcast, get to work. I got to go check on the wife and make sure she's okay. Come back up and get working on my stuffs. We did have you in thought tonight, Jess. She was so looking forward to this auction. And then she got called away on family duty. Kelly Ray, I prefer photographs. I prefer people not send coins to me because they tend to get lost in the chasm here. So if you can send me cell phone photos through email, I'm at cd@coppercoins.com. Pretty easy to remember. Steel Horses, best places to sell other than eBay. I've found that one of the better places to sell die varieties is on Facebook, in the Facebook groups. Jessica, the good thing is that we're going to be able to do it again. We are going to have another day of high-grade coins. It's going to come up in a couple of months. Got to give people a chance to recoup. Joe, I appreciate it, buddy. You have a great night. It's okay, Kelly Ray. It doesn't have to be a beautiful picture. It just has to be something that shows up pretty well. I have to be able to see the details. Yeah, unfortunately, steel horses, a lot of times when it comes to selling on a computer, you have to be involved in a number of different forum type things that you don't necessarily want to have to be involved in, but you have to be involved in them to get your name out there. It's kind of like eBay. Etsy is a place where some people sell coins. I know that Facebook is another place where people sell coins. There are a couple of other websites. I can't remember what they are right now. I wish I could, but I can't remember what they are right now that run somewhat similar to eBay. They don't have as much traffic, but they do have enough traffic to actually be considered decent places to list stuff. I'll ask around. I'll try to get you some information. You're very welcome, Bill. I appreciate it, sir. And I'm going to go ahead and end things here because I need to go check on the wife and make sure she's okay. And then I need to come back and start on my invoices. I'm going to start on my invoices for this evening. I will be online for the next 30, 45 minutes, if not more than that. So I'll be checking email for the next 45 minutes or so. P.S. You're not yelling. You cannot see good. I cannot see good either. But it's okay. I understand. Okay, folks. I'm going to go ahead and shut down now. And I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. It's been a very fun night. And I will talk to you guys as soon as I possibly can. It's going to be in a stream tomorrow. We're going to be starting off the roll reveals for this week tomorrow. I'll probably be doing between 2 and 3 per day until I'm finished with them. And then, well, Jessica has her auction coming up on Sunday. So she'll have an auction on Sunday. And then I will be off this coming Tuesday. I will be off next Tuesday. That'll be the first Tuesday in November. And I need to go serve my community with my brothers in arms and the veterans of foreign wars. And I will see you guys. What is that next Tuesday? We've got a couple of months here coming up that we're going to have a bunch of holidays. But the next Tuesday will be the 10th. So it'll be the 10th of November that I will be back here doing another auction. You guys have a great, wonderful time. And let me put this back on me. Hang on. There we go. And I will see you later. You guys have a great night. And ciao e arrivederci.